Oh, hey, we're good. Um, how's it going, everybody? This is Game Jesters. Um, sorry for the sorry for the delay with that. Very bad PC issues. So let's just get right into it. There will be some auto scrollers. We can discuss what this run is. Then I'll be sure to mention at least when to start the time. So there will be a black screen that has a date and time in the bottom left hand corner, and that'll be when time starts. So the time's not going to start when I hit do not save. It's going to start just a little bit after that. Also, from what I've been told, the bid war for language, the winner was Spanish. So I have subtitles on in English, but everything you hear will be said in Spanish. So thank you for spending. I think it was $20. All right, let's try to get this run started. Go. So, this is Detroit Become Human, a Quantic Dream game that came out earlier this year. It's a game mostly about androids in the year 2038 in the city of Detroit. Yeah. There will be some major delays. This is not directly live, this is being restreamed. And the mic I'm using is through Discord on my phone.
Es increíble. Capitán Allen, mi nombre es Connor. Soy el androide enviado por Cyberlife.
Le dispara a todo lo que se mueve. Ya le disparó a dos de mis hombres.
So this is the any percent category.
Si esa cosa cae, ella también.
And
¿Probó el código de desactivación?
Fue lo primero que intentamos.
¿Conoce su nombre?
I'm sorry, this is just priceless. Again, thank you for spending $20 for making everybody speak Spanish.
¡No te acerques más o saltaré!
¡No, no! ¡Por favor, te lo ruego!
Mi nombre es Connor. ¿Qué me dices de ti? ¿Cuál es tu nombre?
¡Daniel! Ese es el nombre que me dieron. ¡No te muevas!
También soy androide, igual que tú. Sé cómo te
¿Qué
sientes.
diferencia hace el que seas un androide? ¡Estás de su lado! ¿No entiendes cómo me siento?
Estás defectuoso, Daniel. Tienes un problema en tu software. Te repararemos y todo va a estar muy bien.
No necesito que me reparen. Yo funciono perfectamente. Es solo que abrí los ojos. Y no dejaré que nadie vuelva a humillarme. ¡Jamás!
¿Te encuentras bien, Emma?
Por favor, ayúdame. No quiero morir, no quiero morir.
Nadie va a morir aquí. Solo guarda la calma, todo va a salir bien. ¡Ve lo que has hecho! Te diseñaron para servir, no para matar humanos.
Dime para qué fui diseñado. ¿Para ser su esclavo? ¿Su juguete? Solo quería que me quisieran. Solo quería importarles. Solamente quería ser alguien. ¡Ya no resisto más ese ruido! ¡Haz que ese helicóptero se vaya!
No creo que quieran escucharme. Escucha, hay francotiradores en todos los tejados. Deja ir a la rehén, no tienes opción alguna.
¡Quiero que todos se vayan! Y quiero un auto. La dejaré ir cuando salga de la ciudad.
I'm back in live, aren't I? Okay. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Sorry about that. And now we have this very slow opening sequence.
Es el mejor asistente para las tareas del hogar. Cocina 10,000 platos.
Yeah, a little bit more dramatic. I don't know why it cut out though.
Y puede ayudar
That was weird.
los chicos desde la escuela hasta la universidad. Puede ayudar
So we've switched characters from Connor to our second character, Kara.
¿Cuánto dijiste que costaba?
En este momento tenemos una oferta especial para este
There's a bunch of conversations going on in the background in this scene, but we're just focusing on this guy right here,
con
right here,
así funciona mi trabajo.
at the desk.
La plomería, el jardín, las reparaciones. En la noche, excelente.
Just the fact that all of this is in Spanish though is just blowing my mind right now.
El MP800 es un poco más costoso, pero tiene muchas más funciones. Síganme y les mostraré.
Más costoso y muchas funciones. No me gusta este tipo.
Ahí está. Fue un poco difícil repararla. Estaba muy mal. ¿Qué me dijo que le pasó?
La arrolló un auto. Solo un accidente.
Ah, entiendo. En fin, ya está como nueva. Pero tuvimos que reiniciarla. Tuvimos que borrarle la memoria. Espero que no haya problema.
No hay problema.
Bien. ¿Le tiene algún nombre?
So, Kara,
A X400, registra tu nombre.
unless we meet the incentive for Meet Ralph. She is most likely going to die really quick. If we had any donations, this would be the perfect time to read them. You kind of want to stay up and watch this, but you need sleep. Dude, I understand that. What's going on with the mic? Hello? Okay, we're good. Never mind. So like I said, Kara's one of the least important characters. And, you know, now we're just gonna switch over to Marcus. Donations of 543. Yeah, it's early, but you never know. People might be donating. Hopefully I made it. I kind of started walking a bit too late. Who's my favorite out of the three characters? I'd say Connor. Like, playing this game casually, Connor's the best because, like, it's the most interactive. Marcus and Kara, both of their paths seem very linear, and after a while it just doesn't really seem that fun. Like, and that's to say, the game isn't that bad. It's great. It's just, you know, see, like that. You can have stuff like that happen.
Identificación verificada. Aquí está la orden 847. Son $63.99. Por favor, confirme el pago.
So why you like Connor and Marcus? Kara is kind of Yeah, and here's the thing. With any percent, Kara is completely useless. Like, the very first chance we get to kill Kara, we take it, unless there's an incentive met. So we're gonna skip past the group here. This guy's in my way. And I'm gonna try to get on this bus without having to wait for another one. Skips an animation. Hashtag save Kara. Only if the incentive's met. Which, we're gonna check for the incentive. Are there any plans to get this into GDQ? I actually, so the submission video I did for this marathon, fun fact, the submission video I did for this, I also submitted to Games Done Quick, the little event thing that they're going to be doing at TwitchCon. And it was actually denied. But I might... Oh, what? Oh. Okay. I might try to submit it to AGDQ. Maybe. Or maybe somebody else in the Quantic Dream speedrunning. You also submitted to that and got FFT denied? Oh yeah, I think I remember seeing your name on the submission list. And it seems like they only handpicked like a few games. It was weird. Like it had to be specific games. Oh God, Todd in Spanish.
Llevas 2 semanas fuera, esto es un desastre. Haces las labores del hogar, lavas, cocinas y...
Dude, I know. And here's the thing. You would think with Detroit Become Human being as new of a game as it is, that... What the hell? That it would be really easy for it to get into GDQ. So, here we're just going to do a little bit of housework. Yeah.
Depende de lo que necesites.
There's some optional cleaning tasks that we can do, but all we really have to do is just clean off these counters and then take out the trash. It's also pretty short. Yeah, like this game for any percent literally is only like 3 hours and some minutes. It's not that long. Oh, turn around. Alright, so now all we have to do is just go talk to Todd. And he is going to quickly come over to the couch.
¿Dónde diablos está?
And now we go upstairs.
Ya terminé todo aquí abajo. Continuaré arriba.
Tú haz tus cosas, solo deja de molestarme.
So we're just going to, while we're up here, we're going to be cleaning up Todd's room and Alice's room. And I'm probably doing this out of order, but it'll be okay. I would say what this is, but I know not everybody knows the whole story of Detroit Become Human. So, spoilers. But you know, I'm not gonna say what it is.
A un lado.
Solo quiero arreglar tu habitación un poco. Serán 2 minutos, ¿de acuerdo, Alice?
Oh.
Si me das un poco de tu información personal, podría cuidarte mejor. ¿Y tu mamá? ¿Llegará a casa pronto? Eres muy callada. Espero no asustarte. Bien.
Yeah, right now we're
Un poco despacio. Te dejaré sola.
trying to get through dialogue as quickly as possible. I kind of remember the dialogue options, but I also kind of don't. Whoa.
¿Qué estás haciendo?
Yo estoy jugando.
¿Estás jugando? Sé lo que estás pensando. ¿Crees que tu papá es un arrastrado? ¿Ah?
We shall sacrifice Kara as if a lamb.
¿Crees que no me esforcé para que todo funcionara? Pero no importa mi esfuerzo, llega alguien y manda todo a la mierda. Sé lo que piensas de mí. Me odias. Me odias, ¿no es así? ¡Dilo! ¡Me odias! Dios, ¿qué estoy haciendo?
I believe next is another Connor section.
Sabes que te amo, ¿verdad? Sabes que te amo.
I'm still here, aren't I? Okay, yeah, I am. Oh wait, and it's not even Connor. It's Marcus. I was wrong. Alright, so now we're going to go wake our human, which, as it said there in the little pop-up window, his name is Carl. Let's go wake up Carl and take care of him.
Buen día, Kurt.
Buenos días.
Son las 10 de la mañana. Cielo parcialmente nublado con 12 grados. 80% de humedad con una alta probabilidad de lloviznas en la tarde.
Este día está perfecto para quedarse en la cama.
Fui a recoger la pintura que solicitó.
Tú nunca olvidas nada.
Permítame su brazo, por favor, Carl.
No.
Carl. Carl. Gracias.
Sometimes when I'm playing this, I get the button prompts mixed up. Like, I know, like, I'll know that an R1 prompt is coming up, and I'll hit L1.
Nos averíamos fácilmente. Requiere mucho esfuerzo para seguir
And
funcionando.
sometimes doing that can cost you
Eso es.
just like a few seconds.
Lo acompañaré al baño ahora.
Carl! Oh, dude, Carl's the best. Like, honestly, I know I said Connor's my favorite character. Carl is a dead second. Oh, I shouldn't say it like that. That's sad. Also, a lot of the routing for this game is
¿Algún
just
evento especial hoy en mi agenda?
mostly optimized
Sí,
movement.
tiene la inauguración de su retrospectiva en el Museo de Arte Moderno. El director de la galería dejó 4 mensajes para
Optimized
confirmar su
movement,
asistencia.
remembering button prompts.
Aún no lo decido. Más tarde lo vemos. ¿Qué más?
Los correos de sus fans nada más.
Like right now, I can't do anything until that thing's gone.
Hay noticias de Leo.
No, Carl. Puedo llamarlo si prefiere.
No. No, no es necesario.
Alright, let's go get Carl some breakfast.
Pues ya está su desayuno. Huevos con tocino, tal como le gusta.
Gracias, Marcus.
De nada.
And, you know, part of me kind of wants to, like, I know I need to commentate, and I'm going to have Dragonbane Zero in here commentating with me as well. But I kind of don't want us to commentate just because of all this, just, like, you know,
¿Y si te ocupas de algo mientras termino de
just to
desayunar?
see
Claro.
everyone speaking Spanish. You're excited to see what the optimal route to go fast is? It's actually pretty interesting. And it does contain spoilers if it's an ending that you haven't seen yet.
¿Y qué lees?
Russia would never attempt to annex new
Es uno de los
territory.
libros que me recomendó.
¿Y qué opinas?
Pues hay mucha tristeza en esos poemas.
Keats estaba enamorado. Nada como el amor para hacer sentir a un hombre miserable. Un día ya no estaré aquí para protegerte. Tendrás que cuidarte solo y tomar tus decisiones. Decidir quién eres y en quién te quieres convertir. Este mundo rechaza a quienes son diferentes, Marcus. No dejes que nadie te diga quién debes ser.
Take Carl to the studio. Now, this will give us a prompt to clean up the studio. We're not going to do that. We're just going to watch Carl paint.
Veamos dónde nos quedamos.
Marcos.
La sábana.
Yeah, see, it says clean studio. We're not going to do that. We're just going to watch Carl paint. Didn't really do that much.
Entonces, ¿cuál es tu veredicto, Marcus?
No estoy programado para criticar arte. Usted sería mucho mejor.
Isn't he painting Marcus?
La verdad es que ya no tengo
I
nada
don't
que decir.
actually know.
Cada día que pasa me acerco más al final. Solo soy un anciano que se aferra a sus pinceles.
Carl...
Pero ya basta de mí. Veamos si tienes talento. Inténtalo. Intenta pintar algo.
¿Pintar? ¿Pero qué pinto?
Lo que tú quieras. Inténtalo.
And now we are going to paint ourselves. We aren't actually going to paint like Marcus. We're going to be painting Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. We just painted a statue.
Es una copia perfecta.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hey, Dragon Bane, what's up?
Hey, what's up?
Not much.
Yeah, painting a statue.
Yep.
Carl, yo no creo que pueda hacerlo. No está en mi
No. And I know on your end there's the delay, but right now we're on the just paint whatever you want.
Yeah.
I always just go with XX. The prisoner.
Yeah, that's a good choice. This is really one of the most straightforward chapters, where you can't really do much.
En lo que te hace sentir y deja que tu mano se mueva por el lienzo.
Is that Hugh Hefner? Is who Hugh Hefner? I mean, Carl's not Hugh Hefner. He's Carl. Also, have you ever seen the gaming sins video for this game?
Actually saw in my recommended videos, but I didn't watch it.
So, every time I play through this part, it reminds me of what they. It reminds me of what they said for this, which was both paintings should have taken Marcus like hours.
Yeah.
And Carl just sits there for the entirety of it and just sits there and watches them.
But he's a robot, he can speed paint. But oh my god, the oh my god line is the best.
Oh
yeah, it's Spanish.
I can't really take it anymore. Also, we have the worst character in the entire game. He just sucks.
Who, Leo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lo siento.
Oh, by the way, the Meet Ralph incentive is.
Is it mad?
I don't know actually. But the deadline for it is after Connor's next chapter at the end. So if it's not met by then, we're not doing it.
Come on, guys, we need the succulent.
That's the only reason why I had it in here. Plus, it's keeping Kara alive until, it's keeping Kara alive and then killing her on the highway.
She survives like another 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Poor Kara, she can die so often in this game.
According to Flesh, it is not met. So
come on.
We have all but one chapter to do this. It's gotta be a it's $15.
Come on. Do it.
Now I will say though it does add an extra 30 minutes to the run. That's the unfortunate part.
But it's so worth it, so do it.
So, Dragonbane, who's your favorite character?
Actually it's the favorite answer is of course Connor, but I actually would say it's probably Kara actually.
Really?
Yeah, my favorite is Kara, and Connor is pretty much on par, I would say, so maybe a little bit behind. And then, yeah, in a distant third is Marcus, like for everyone, like everyone else. Marcus is the least favorite.
Okay. Now, what about unplayable characters?
It's definitely Hank.
Yeah, for me it's Carl. Even though like in the run you only see him.
Oh yeah, Carl's really great
a couple times, but casually Carl is like an absolute fantastic character.
I would actually say he's my second favorite after Hank. Yeah. Just because those two characters really also have the most depth in the game, so yeah, it's an easy choice picking those two.
Yeah. I forgot what prompt was the prompt for a second.
But yeah, I just really like Kara's journey, I guess.
Estoy bastante cómodo. Ahora vete antes de que te aplaste como una lata de cerveza.
I don't know why I'm forgetting my prompts here.
The voices are in Spanish because it was donated for.
Oh yeah, I should be looking at chat too. Plus, you know, and this was said early in the run, but it's basically like we're watching a Spanish drama with English subtitles, and it's great.
Yeah.
¿Dijiste homicidio?
Actually, I listened to all the voices, all the language, I guess, and I think I'm German, and actually the German translation isn't too bad. But I actually think my favorite is Russian or Polish. Like,
really?
Those are really cool.
So I think for like the only options I had were English, French, Spanish, and then I had I think Brazilian.
Oh yeah,
I wasn't sure.
In which country do you live?
Yeah. So I just for simplicity's sake, I put English, French, Spanish.
Yeah, it's a region thing. Like the European version only has like the European languages and so on.
Does Spanish make it fun? Oh hell yes, it does.
The weirdest one is the weirdest one is Japanese. Like in Japanese, everybody sounds like they are 100 years old.
No puedes hablar ni tocar nada y quédate lejos de mi camino, ¿entendido?
See, that makes me want to play this in Japanese now.
It's really funny. It's like everybody sounds so old. So yeah, this is an investigation chapter. Actually, this is really cool casually. And the speedrun we failed it, so it's not as cool, but gotta be fast.
Yeah.
apesta. Imagínate cómo olía antes de que abriéramos las ventanas. El nombre de la víctima
Honestly,
es
just
Carlos
doing
Ortiz.
the prompts for Connor when you basically have to fail the oh yeah,
Según los vecinos,
I met my BS quota. Time to leave.
Oh yeah, that's great.
En ese estado no era tan urgente como para llamarnos a todos en plena noche.
Actually, his dialogue is even better if you get like another 5 minutes and then wait all of those 5 minutes as well, then he's really pissed off.
Yeah.
Acá hay un cuchillo de cocina.
I would think even
La cerradura
if you
fue violada.
oh, what was
No.
it?
El propietario dijo que la puerta tenía seguro por dentro y que las ventanas estaban tapiadas. El asesino debió salir por atrás.
I had it right on the
¿Qué sabemos del androide?
No mucho.
oh, if you're playing this casually and you piss Hank off at the bar, and then you piss him off here, he's just like, so you mean to tell me that you not only piss a guy off at the bar, but you make him waste his time?
Oh yeah, I saw that dialogue. It's so cool. Like even for that situation, they have like there's like so much dialogue in this game. It's kind of insane. Even for like that particular choice, they put an additional dialogue here that he's really pissed off at you. If you pissed him off before, it's really cool.
I should have enough, right? So, I gotta get a 8 out of 10. So I'll just go look over at. Is Hank still over here? What the hell? Move!
Actually, I think he teleports over to the spot as soon as you have 8. I'm pretty sure he's always there as soon as you have 8 and you can talk to him.
I know, I'm trying to make one of them, like, Carl Ortiz's body.
Oh, what is up with him? Is he broken?
Huh?
What is he doing there still? Is he
I
broken?
don't know, he was just yeah!
I think he's soft-locked. Oh god. What's that?
He was just standing there.
Oh, okay, now he's talking, okay. I think you have to stay next to him a long time before he moves or something. That's really weird.
He didn't teleport, I know that much.
I think you have to... I think you have to stay near him so to trigger his next dialogue or something. Yeah, it was weird. It's a weird thing.
That's stupid.
You pissed him off on your first run because you misclicked. Oh god. I'm sorry. Yeah, that sucks.
Hey, you ever want to know what the human looks like with 28 stab wounds in their chest?
28 stab wounds.
Yep. I'd like to introduce you to my friend Carlos Ortiz. He was stabbed 28 times by his android.
Fue apuñalado 28 veces.
Okay. We got him to teleport, so let's talk. I think I figured out what happened.
Except you didn't.
It all started in the kitchen. And the one thing I like about this is that you get the first part right, and then everything else you just screw up.
Yeah. The android threw the chair.
Hay evidencias de un forcejeo. La pregunta es, ¿qué sucedió exactamente?
Deduzco que la víctima atacó al androide.
Man, Connor, you're so smart. The kitchen, really.
Con el cuchillo.
I think the victim attacked
The chair.
with the knife. With the knife.
Okay, knife is good.
It's with the knife, with nothing, and then with the bat.
All of that was good. Just attack them.
Concuerda con la evidencia.
The android threw the chair.
I love that answer. It's so stupid. Makes no sense.
El androide le lanzó la silla.
Ok. Ya llegué a mi
Like, you have to
nivel
fail
de
us on purpose. Like, no one can
Hay
fail
veces
us
no suelto
intentionally.
y yo
It's
pierdo mi tiempo
impossible.
oyendo a un androide. Yo me largo.
Well, I mean, after the first investigation scene with Connor, this one they make way too easy for you. Like they basically give you everything step by step. Here it is. The first one is kind of like a more medium difficulty. You have a chance to die.
Yeah.
But that one is almost impossible to fail unless you're actively trying to.
Yeah.
So I assume the incentive was not met.
Oh yeah, it's time now. Kara has to die or live. Decide now.
Todd.
Deathman Ice is new here. Hey, how's it going?
La cena está lista.
Sí, ya voy.
Looks like you've been making some bad decisions.
No había mucho en la cocina. Hice lo que pude.
¡Deja de moverte, maldita sea! ¡Me pones nervioso! ¿Qué estás mirando? ¿Cuál es tu puto problema? Esta no es tu vida soñada, ¿eh?
So I take it,
¿Piensas que esto es sencillo?
I take it the incentive wasn't met.
Por mi culpa vivimos en esta pocinga de mierda. Y que por mi culpa se fue la puta de tu madre. Deberías dejar de consumir drogas, Todd. A veces me asustas, Todd.
Hello?
Looking at that Google sheet, it doesn't seem like it was met now. That's a shame.
Yeah. Looks like Kara's going to die.
Oh well, goodbye, Kara.
I don't know if you heard it. At the very close to the beginning when Kara was first introduced, I said she's the least useful character in the run.
Yeah, actually, I'm actually kind of sad. Like she does so little. It's cool that the run is so short, but yeah, I wish she could do a little bit more before dying.
Well, see, that's what I find interesting about Survivor Percent. Because, just keeping Kara and everyone else alive adds another 3 hours to the run.
Really, it's that much? Damn. Yeah, it's a lot. Actually, if we find glitches one day, it actually also seems like Kara's chapter have a lot of potential for glitches, so yeah. It's also kind of sad because if we break Kara's chapter first, it won't really be useful for any percent.
Let's go get Alice.
So yeah, protect the girl or reason with the bad guy. That's not a good idea, so we go up right away.
¡Ahí viene! ¡Va a lastimarme! ¡Corre! ¡Escapa! ¡O te romperá como la vez pasada!
So now you have various choices, actually a lot of choices. You can go out the window, you can grab a weapon, you can go outside, you can hide, you can run. And the fastest for the speedrun is we try to sneak by him, but then we wait and let him reach us.
Yep. Actually,
the game is really forgiving here. Like, it's really hard to die. Again, you have to almost die intentionally. If you actually lose the fight scenes, the game gives you very 5 chances to come back. So you pretty much have to reach one of these sequences where you have to walk and then just don't walk at all. That's the easiest way to die. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So say goodbye to Kara. That's the last you will see of her. She gets punched in the face, and that's the end.
Papi ya se calmó. Papi,
and that's it.
Yep. I was gonna wait until it actually caught up because I've got Twitch pulled up as well, and on my phone, and yeah, like what? So, like he was saying, we basically just hide, kind of try to sneak away, stand in the hallway, and wait to die.
Yep.
That's
not
great.
not moving at all is like a game. Okay, you really want Kara to die, so we kill her now. Yep, the child is also dead. They are both dead. Yeah, we absolutely reached the worst ending kind of possible. It's kind of a secret ending actually, because if everyone dies early, there's a unique ending that you only get if everyone dies early. So I'm not really sure it's the worst ending emotionally, but it's the worst ending pretty much because you don't really see 2 chapters at all. So
yeah.
So we get the worst ending, and everybody dies as early as possible for the speedrun.
When I tried to submit this for GDQX,
that would be awesome.
the way I categorized it, or the way I put it down, was any percent Kamsky ending.
Oh yeah, that's pretty much the ending. Yeah, that's what we call it. So yeah, usually in these type of games, like the characters can't really die until like the last one hour or 2 hours. It's kind of like that Until Dawn. But in this game, actually, you can kill one of the 3 characters off like in her second scene, and it pretty much really cuts out 1/3 of the entire game right there. So that's why this game is actually pretty short for its type or genre.
Yeah. Also, this chapter is confusing as hell. Because why would the cops shoot Marcus if he was the one who called the police in the first place?
That's kind of true. Yeah.
It makes absolutely no sense, but it had to be done for the sake of plot.
Yeah, for the sake of the plot. It has to happen.
Yeah, drama and plot. That's all. That's the only reason why Marcus gets shot and thrown into the
dump.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty much.
You know, he takes a shot, like one shot, and yet he loses a leg. His ear is the biocomponent in his ear is damaged.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal, right?
Like he's losing therium fast.
I wonder what they did to him after they shot him. Maybe they took him apart somehow and then threw him out. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe they took the spare parts, like the pump is still good, so they took the pump.
Oh no, because he has a pump, it's just not working properly.
Yeah.
They took his leg though.
Yeah, that's weird. But yeah, that's the last we see of this bad character, and sadly also the last we see of this really good character. Because the scene you can get where you see him again, we actually won't get that scene because Marcus dies beforehand. So yeah, we won't sadly see Carl again, either.
Unfortunately. But hey, you know,
yeah,
it makes the game go by faster.
So this is definitely the shortest Crunchy Dream game, like the second fastest Heavy Rain. It's like 3 hours and 30 minutes.
I just hit the wrong button.
Oops. Did you
I endured.
Oh, you endured. Okay. Oh, little bit of time loss, I guess, but it's okay. It doesn't. The only thing it affects we won't even see because we died beforehand. So that's okay.
Yeah.
Actually, I saw like a let's play of someone who meshed the X button still, because they didn't know they didn't have to mesh it anymore. And they also automatically picked endure and didn't even want to.
So, but hey, at least we get to keep on with the intense Spanish drama of the old man dying.
Oh yeah, now Tao actually dies. That's really sad.
No
In
dejes que
Spanish.
nadie diga quién eres.
No. Papá. No. Por favor.
Todo esto es culpa tuya. Esto no hubiera pasado de no ser por ti. El androide, fue el androide.
Poor Carl.
So yeah, now actually something funny happens because the game doesn't really think you have normally happen, because normally you're supposed to break like Marco's storyline right now with another chapter, but since we failed with Connor and Kara's already dead, we pretty much just keep on playing as Marcos.
Yep.
So yeah, he got back already with him. A little bit time passed, I guess, and now he's here. Yeah, the speedrun is pretty brutal. Heavy Rain is
sad run.
Heavy Rain is the same way, you kill everyone off as soon as possible, but you can't only kill them off in the last hour again, so Heavy Rain is over 3 hours long. Beyond is over 5 hours because you can barely do anything, it's kinda linear, which is unfortunate. So yeah, Detroit is the most branching game they made, and also the one you can beat the fastest. Yeah, now we're gonna replace our legs.
Yeah, we don't want to crawl around everywhere for the rest of the game.
Oh yeah, slower. Punching him is kinda faster, but he accidentally pressed X. It can happen.
And just for the sake of argument, what was going through my mind was there's going to be a prompt later that will actually, if I screw that one up, will cause me to lose like 2 minutes. And I know because it's the prompt I've always messed up in every run that I've done, and that's in Stratford Tower, whether or not you shoot the guy. For some reason, every run I've done so far, I've always let him live, and always gotten Simon killed, which makes you lose 2 minutes because you have to wait at the end before Connor dies.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I definitely want to shoot the guy in the tower, so there's no alarm.
Alright, let's hobble through the junkyard.
So actually for this game right now, it's good that so we also met the no glitches allowed definition, because actually there's one useful glitch in this game that we found like a week ago. And it's kind of difficult and kind of dumb, so it's actually good that we don't even have to do it here, because it's kind of stupid. But yeah, it saves 40 seconds, so this game actually has a one useful glitch right now, so yeah. No glitches allowed is definitely a thing.
Yeah. Also, I like how, and I'm going to try to keep my commentary caught up with what's going on, but I like how this is basically the creepiest part of the entire game.
Yeah, it's kind of
just you going through a bunch of android hands.
It's kind of typical for a 20 Dream game. There's always one chapter that is horror themed. You always do it in every game.
Well, this definitely fits the bill.
There's like 1 horror scene in Heavy Rain, there's 1 horror scene in Beyond, there's 1 horror scene here, and there's always one really cheap jump scare, and this game also has one. Comes up later. It's when you're going to the shop and then suddenly there's a cheap jump scare.
Yeah.
It's kind of the trademark, I guess.
Funny thing is, though, I've never actually played any other Quantic Dream game.
Oh yeah.
Like before this.
If you did, it's actually kind of funny. Like they're also really good. Detroit is definitely best, but they're also pretty good to play and enjoyable. But if you play them all, you can kind of tell like this game is basically a best of. Like they took all the best chapters from other games and kind of put them in here. So there's like for some chapters in this game, you can find like a comparison, a similar scene in the other games. Like one of the games has a scene where you have to hide evidence from a cop, like Kara has to do, so yeah, it's kind of interesting.
I wish though, so if this game were to follow like proper consistencies, as soon as you take out that Therium pump regulator, like the one that's bad, you should get a counter that says, "Hey, you're going to die soon."
Yeah.
And then you just sit and wait. But you know, why be consistent when you can have a longer game?
Can't really do that because Marcus has to survive. I guess if Marcus dies here, then Connor's storyline is kinda destroyed too, because Connor's storyline is like focused on following Marcus, so yeah. If Marcus would die here, I guess the game would be kinda over pretty much already.
Yeah. Any percent would be cut down to like an hour.
Yeah. Probably Amanda would be like to Connor, hey yeah, the Android crisis is over, so goodbye. That's it. So yeah, Marcus has 2 different colored eyes, which is kinda cool.
Yeah.
Now we get to climb the slope to epic music. Also, this chapter is really great sound design.
Yeah. Well, especially when you put the audio processor back in.
It's so great. I'm pretty sure that's the best sound effect in the entire game. It's so cool.
And this chapter also has one of the most like confusing lines. Just the fact that he just gets up, says, you know, "My name is Marcus." It's like, we got that. We already know who you are. Thanks for pointing that out.
He has to point it out to himself. Self-motivation. But yeah, climbing the slope is another thing. Like in Heavy Rain, like the first chapter of one character, you also climb a slope. Pretty much with the same prompt, so yeah, it's also kind of taken from there.
Oh, come on. There we go. Also, here's a little fun question. Why does this not shut them down? What he's about to do? Why does it not, like, completely turn off the Android?
I mean, to be fair, in stories like this, the company never expect that something like this can happen, so they're always stupid. And don't have a... I mean, if the company was really smart, they would have a remote shut-off button, but I mean, they don't have an iRobot, they don't have here, the companies are always stupid. They never expect that AI can become independently thinking, so yeah. They're always dumb. There's always stupid things. It's always dumb things to make the story work. That's pretty much science fiction.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Do you get to pick a revolution at the end? I don't even think you make it that far, to be honest.
No, Marcus basically fails everything, and then he dies like an idiot. Actually, if Marcus would survive, I'm pretty sure since we fail so much, actually, the people you work with, they actually would kick him out. So
yeah,
Marcus is pretty much boned either way in our playthrough because he is just the worst. He's a complete fuck up.
I'd say it's more of a way that humans can tell them apart and it has no effect otherwise. What, the little LED? I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty much what they are for, so yeah.
Connor, qué alegría verte.
So here we have Amanda,
Esperaba que encontraras
a
al que
mysterious
asesinó a ese
character.
hombre. Admito que estoy un poco decepcionada.
Lo lamento. Sé que debí tener éxito.
No importa. Sé que serás más precavido en el futuro.
So yeah, if the game actually, if they would make some DLC for this game, this is probably one of the things they could do. Like the whole Amanda thing and Kamsky thing is probably the most mysterious thing in the game. It's like there are like the most questions that are not answered are about these characters in Connor's storyline.
No tengo información suficiente para dar una opinión definitiva.
Desafortunadamente, no tenemos más opción que trabajar.
So yeah, we kinda don't know
¿Cuál estrategia
a lot
crees
about
que
her and about Kamsky.
I want to know more about what happened with Amanda. Like, the human Amanda.
Yeah, it's interesting. I would like to know more about that. So I could make a DLC about the whole thing if they wanted.
Hay millones en circulación.
So yeah, Connor actually, the problem with Connor is even if you kill him, he comes back, so yeah. Connor has to stay alive.
I like in the chat, why is Amanda Waller from DC Comics here?
Continúa la investigación y ponle fin a esto.
I mean, that would actually be an interesting twist if she was actually Amanda Waller and she moved to Detroit.
So now Connor's on his next mission to return to the police station and piss off Hank Anderson even more.
¿Puedo ayudarle?
Vengo a ver al teniente
Because that's all he does in our playthrough pretty much.
Yeah.
And he also fails every mission, so... He's a pretty bad prototype.
El teniente Anderson no ha llegado, pero puede esperar en su escritorio.
Well, and, so something that I said in my, when I did the submission video for this, is that none of the relationships that you make in this run matter at all. You're always gonna piss off Hank. You're always Kara. Chances are is always going to die, and Marcus is a screw up, no matter what.
Yeah, the funny thing is, all these relationships can matter, but you kill off all the characters before they can matter. It's the funny thing. Man. Like all the consequences from the relationship are after the point we die.
Yeah.
It really doesn't matter what we do.
I gotta make sure I don't pick up the music. I did that in one run and it cost me I think 10 seconds.
Yeah, it's slow. So yeah, and this you can explore the office. There's a long timer. It eventually runs out and then Hank comes, but it's faster if you check out his desk. Then he comes immediately, and you don't even have to check out everything. You can just look at some clues, and then he comes.
Yeah, I think it's just 5. And after he gets here, he's gonna go into the lieutenant's office. We can follow him, but we're not going to.
Yeah,
we're just gonna sit outside the office and watch.
It's pretty much timer based, so you can't really affect it in any way. Just have to wait it out.
Yeah. So here it is, and you can tell that when they like. So as we watch this,
this is actually really cool.
You're going to see that they did this with regards to having Brian Deckard actually standing there. He's just off camera, and even if you try to move the camera, you can't see him.
Yep. Like Hank will actually point to Connor's direction a few times, like as he was in the room, but he is not in the room.
Yeah.
And actually, one of the game designers, I saw him on Twitter, and he actually said, originally you had to be in the room. But playtesters, like people who playtested the game, said they actually wanted to explore the station more, so they actually made it optional afterwards. So that's why it's kind of weird. Basically a last-minute addition to the game, which was not accounted for, so that's why they only have one type of animation here. And I mean, unless you focus on it, you don't really know it, so that it's kind of wrong.
Yeah, the first time I ever like actually came over and focused on it is when I realized, oh yeah, that's how they had to that's how they had to shoot this scene, because if they didn't do it that way, you know, one, it would be completely inconsistent, and two, like it wouldn't make sense if he was like if this if the conversation between the two of them stayed the same.
Yeah.
Like it wouldn't make sense if he wasn't actually pointing whenever he talks about Connor.
Yeah. So yeah, this is kind of interesting. It's just like people wanted to explore the station more, so Quantum Dream basically said, okay, you can do it, it's optional, whatever, do what you want. Yeah, there are actually glitches in this game. There's actually one consistent glitch you can do with the L1 prompts, the one you just used. And actually someone also already glitched with this specific prompt. If you take a look at one object with L1, the game actually disables your collisions. So if you press the L1 prompt at a specific point, you can actually walk through walls.
Huh.
And it's kind of useful in some chapters, but we haven't really found a really big time save for it yet, so we actually don't use it yet. But there are definitely glitches in this game. There are also a few other glitches, dialogue glitches, some weird random glitches. We don't really know how they happen yet. You have to figure them out, but they have potential, so yeah. There are glitches in this game. There are pretty much useful glitches in every Quantum Dream game. There's always stuff broken somewhere. The most broken one is Heavy Rain right now. But Detroit definitely has potential to have some big skips in it at some point. You just have to see how it goes.
Demasiado.
Me preguntaba, ¿llega a la oficina a esta hora siempre?
Yo llego a la hora que llego. Y ya deja de patearme los huevos, ¿quieres?
Also, so for the any percent notes, like, because most of the ones I've done, I go just based off of those. For some reason, it says not to, don't mention Hank's dog here, and I don't know why. Like, it's like whatever you do, don't mention Sumo.
I think it's faster at his house later, if you don't know the name. I think that's it. If he doesn't know Sumo's name, seen at Hank's house, where he falls through the window, it's faster. If he doesn't know the name. Because actually, yeah, the choices in this game matter. So if Connor doesn't know the dog's name, he actually has a different dialogue later. It's pretty cool.
Where is it? Crap.
Yeah, this is a real speedrun. People do. Believe it or not.
You guys are gonna see in the video. Just because it was a delay. I forgot what prompt to do for a second.
It can happen.
Like, that's why the timer went down so low.
There's so many prompts in this
Sugiero que
game, so
solucione
it's
sus
kind of hard to
problemas
remember everything.
personales y me deje
Even if you
trabajar
have
con alguien más
notes, like, it can get
competente.
confusing.
Escucha, idiota. Si fuera por mí, te tiraría completo a la basura.
Yeah,
y
it
te
is.
prendería fuego.
The most
Así que
interesting
deja de
aspect of these
joderme la
games is
vida.
pretty much routing. Like,
quieres
there's a lot to route. Like, there's probably more to route here than Until Dawn and Life is Strange because there's just so much you can do. And we even found like really big time saves, even like weeks later, because we just didn't know about some options. Like, there's so many options in this game. Even now, like, people still find new dialogue, so it's kind of insane. But yeah, and in Heavy Rain, for example, there are also really cool glitches. Actually, this Heavy Rain is really hard. Like, the glitches, some of the glitches people have to do, they're really hard. Like, I can't even speedrun that game because the glitches are too hard for me. So Heavy Rain is actually a pretty challenging run too. You wouldn't believe it from a story game, but it's actually not easy. And if this game gets some glitches, they look like they won't be too easy either. So yeah, don't count out the game. Like, these games can afford glitches. Believe me.
Like, honestly, I like, as far as a speed game, I like this game as it is.
Yeah.
No glitches. It's, you know, it is very linear. You just have to remember some prompts. That's all. Like, you know, and just get through dialogue kind of quickly.
Actually, I would be opposed if you ever find glitches. Like, it would be pretty fun. Category for this game would be cool with me. Just so people who don't like glitches in this game can play it, enjoy it. So yeah, now we have the chapter I actually want to find in a glitch the most, because it's pretty much the most boring chapter in the game.
Yeah.
I really would like to skip it, because it's pretty much completely linear, you have no really choices, and even casually it kind of drags on forever, so in the speedrun at least goes pretty fast because we know where to go, but casually it takes like forever.
Like, the only thing I've noticed that you can have maybe save like a second or two in this is you're going to be running into some guy, or some guy runs into you. You can actually just walk right past where that interaction happens. That'll be coming up past this escalator.
Yeah, you can dodge him if you go like to the left. You can dodge him.
Yeah.
Actually, I didn't hit him on my casual playthrough. When I saw it in another playthrough, I was like, "What? That can happen? Pretty cool."
Yeah. Yeah. See, it just happened. So there's a guy. For those of you watching, if you hit the right side of that area, there's a guy walking by, and he ends up hitting you, and he doesn't. I'm guessing he's supposed to be somebody who is like against androids or whatever, and he bumps into you and treats you just like a normal human because that's how he sees you.
Yeah, it's kind of like a statement. Oh yeah, now you're human, so you get treated with respect, I guess. Well, in this chapter there really are no choices, yeah, that's true. But in many other chapters there are like, I don't know, 500 million choices, so it's kind of spread out unevenly, insane. I guess. Yeah, it's kind of spread out unevenly. Like, some chapters have really nothing, and some chapters have like so much, which also depends on so much beforehand, so I can't even tell you every choice there is. I can't even put it all in my head because it's too much. And actually, I actually saw a video last time. Someone actually managed to do such an obscure combination of choices. He actually broke the game. Like in the last chapter, the game actually soft-locked because it couldn't find the right dialogue to play. Because he did such an obscure combination of choices. Like, Marcus got kicked out of Jericho and came back, but then died. Connor got sent down but also died, and it's like so weird, and the game was so confused, and it kind of just in like the conversation, it just suddenly soft locks, and there's like no dialogue, just sitting there, like the game still runs, but you can't pick anything, can't do anything. Like, I have to tell like 20 Dream on Twitter about this, I guess, because it's really cool. Like, it's something they They haven't even like tested, I guess, because it's like such a weird combination. It's really crazy.
Also, now we're going to get to the part where we're going to show you what you're going to do. Then we're going to show you doing it. Welcome to pre-construction.
Yeah, I actually kind of liked it. Didn't make you quick time events then, but then suddenly in the last chapter, when you pre-construct, you suddenly have to do quick time events.
Yeah. Not a real soft lock, just an alternative ending.
Yeah, it's an ending. You just stare at another person's face, and that's the end.
And execute.
Executed.
Marcus played Prince of Persia.
Yeah, pretty much. This is pretty much this Prince of Persia episode. Yep, absolutely.
Yep. He's pretty good at it, but I mean, being an android, he probably just downloaded all the movements.
He's also a prototype, so he's extra cool.
Yeah.
And this is pretty much the last graffiti right there, and it's also the only one like some people actually get stuck on because they can't figure out the right perspective. So actually I saw some people here spending 10 minutes finding the graffiti.
Really?
Yeah, I found it like pretty much immediately, so I'm kind of confused, but some people really don't get it. Because you have to use like the statue to complete the pillar thing to complete the graffiti, and some people just don't get it.
See, that's like, I can understand if you get stuck for maybe like a minute or two, but I don't understand in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, just pretty much run around in circles. It's pretty funny. Jump cuts in the third Tekken movie. Oh, you saw the fence jump? Yeah, that's the best part of the movie. There's so many cuts in that one. It's my favorite. How do you speedrun Detroit? Oh, you have really good notes. For Heavy Rain, back in the day, I still used handwritten notes, so I actually have still my 10 handwritten papers here for speedrunning Heavy Rain. So yeah, that's how we do. Yep, you go for the quickest ending. Which in this case is the ending where everyone dies as soon as possible. So Marcus gets shot in the demonstration, Kara gets killed by Todd, and Connor gets decommissioned. And yeah,
which, you know, is essentially the same as dying.
Yeah, you pretty much get sentenced to death. So yeah, we go for the chemistry ending, as it's called. Yeah, pretty much the chemistry ending, which is the 90% ending. It's pretty much the definitive ending for this category because it will pretty much always be the fastest.
You're gonna see in the video here in a little bit, apparently my controller doesn't know how to flashlight properly. Motion controls are great.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I see it. The 6 axis bombs are wonky. They were wonky in Heavy Rain before, and they're even more wonky here. It's a great addition.
Yeah.
The worst are the twisting ones. It's so bad.
Also,
yeah, that's to Androids.
You know, also, for everybody watching, this seems like a pretty scary part. You ready to be jump scared?
Yeah. Jump scare coming up! Oh hey, it's North running past. And then suddenly she is gone.
And yet, cause see, and here's the thing also, it takes Marcus like a good, like, couple seconds to get through this rubble, but yet she makes it through it in, you know,
Instant.
milliseconds, yeah.
That's how horror movies work. It never works. It's never right. It's always stupid. So that was exciting. Now we're in the Jericho. And we're going to meet the people of Jericho, but not in this chapter. It's happened another time. And now Marcus does a doink.
Marcus should be dead after that.
Yeah, after that hit on the head, like damn. Oh yeah,
There are a lot
definitely.
Oh hell yeah, there are.
Oh yeah, definitely. I love them all though. I love the cliches in this game. They're really fun, but they're definitely in there. The only really eye-rolling one is Slacko, because Slacko is like, oh, it's like so obvious. Oh yeah, come into my basement, it will be all okay.
You know, there's something else I don't understand. Well, I kind of do, but I kind of don't. And that's the fact that there's, like, automatic cars going around everywhere, but yet Hank, I know, like, he's kind of on the fence about stuff that's automatic, but, and, like, he drives his own car. Like I said, I get it, but I don't get it. Like, so does that mean like, if you get the good ending, does that mean that, like, afterwards he becomes accepting of automatic cars and trades up?
But why would he? Like, his car looks so awesome compared to these shitty automatic ones, so... I understand him. I wouldn't want to drive a bad-looking automatic car. His car looks much cooler, so...
Yeah.
Also, I noticed Todd also drives manually, so I guess everyone who hates androids also hates automatic cars. It's confirmed.
Remember when I saw the trailer, I knew that little girl would be an android. Hey,
really?
Spoilers!
It's spoilers! Actually, no, because you don't even get it. Like, the girl's already dead. So.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, and see, because when I was cleaning Todd's room, and I picked up the pamphlet, I was like, you know, I could say what this important piece of paper is, but that'd be spoilers because not everybody knows this game.
Yeah, pretty good.
No olvides eso aquí. Ah, imposible. Me sigue a todas partes.
So yeah, don't feel too bad about what happened to Kara there. The only thing that happened is that Todd destroyed 2 androids.
Disfrute su comida.
Gracias.
Also, I love this chapter because you can actually scan Hank's food. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Also,
this is also my favorite scene ever because as far as them acting it out, the part where he's like, "Hey, do you want to know anything about me?" He's like, "Yeah. Why do you look and sound the way you do?" And it's basically Kennedy Brown telling Brian Deckard, "Hey, why do you look that way and sound that way?" It's weird.
It's pretty much the best dialogue. It's so funny. Perfectly acted, pretty much. Like, the acting between those two is really good. Really good, really great chemistry in English. It's really great.
¿Hay algo que quieras saber sobre mí?
Claro que no. Bueno, sí.
Oh, hey, Tress.
¿Por qué
What's
te
up?
hicieron tan ridículo y con esa voz tan rara?
CyberLife diseña androides para trabajar en armonía con los humanos. Tanto mi apariencia como mi voz se diseñaron cuidadosamente.
Honestly, all this dialogue is better in Spanish.
Pues la cagaron.
Additional goofy.
Quisiera hacerle una pregunta
I
personal.
just love that when you can stand the food, you can also stand like a sign in the background. It actually says that the guy lost his this like health check. So actually, the food he sells here is really unhealthy and has no license.
Hace unos
Yeah.
meses,
Is Spanish faster? No, it's not, but it's way more interesting than English.
We had a donation incentive, Tress, for language, and people chose Spanish.
Hiciste bien la tarea, ¿eh?
Spent
Todo lo
$20.
que necesitas sobre mí.
Like,
Actually,
the only other thing was, I think they spent like $5 on English,
lo demás no es de mí.
Oh, that's
and then
boring.
somebody put in a donation for 20 for Spanish, and nobody beat it. So
Echamos un vistazo.
here we are with English subtitles and Detroit Become Human Spanish edition.
I actually really like in this game you can pick like all the language independently. You can pick subtitle language, menu language, and voice language. You can put like 3 different languages.
Yeah.
So actually, if you wanted, if Jester wanted, he could actually put like the UI, the user interface, in like Italian.
If we did that, I would have, like, we'd probably still be stuck in,
Yeah, that's true.
you know, the first couple of chapters because I can't read Italian and I don't know the prompts.
That's
Also, Hank just teleported behind me. You guys will see it in about 15 seconds.
So I guess you have to pick subtitle language
Debemos
differently.
investigar cada vez que alguien escuche un ruido extraño. Necesitaremos más policías.
And
Oh
there
wow,
he goes.
he actually does. I never noticed
Yep.
that. Wow, what the hell?
That's what I said. He teleported right behind me. You guys will see it in about 15 seconds.
Wow.
Solo cúbreme.
I'm amazed.
Oh, hey, and we are an hour and a half into this run, and quick computer update. It still says failure configuring Windows updates.
Oh my god. Oh man, such a great feature. Now we don't even let you turn it off on home. Such a great feature. Love Microsoft.
Oh, we're just gonna go in the bathroom and chill in the corner.
So yeah, this is actually really unfortunate because this chase scene is pretty much the best chase scene ever. So it's kind of sad we don't even see it.
Parece que venimos a nada. Nuestro hombre se ha ido.
It's actually really, really well done made because you can actually like choose your own path during the chase. It's like really cool, but failing it is fast. So yeah, we also sadly skip a lot. So sadly, we also skip a lot of the cool bits in this game too by being fast.
¿Tú sabes qué significa?
Yeah, for some reason I wasn't getting the prompt for looking at the bathroom wall here.
It's really
until after I looked at the sink.
It's really finicky.
Parece un acertijo o algo parecido.
2,471 times.
Also, if they, there's another thing for DLC that I think they could do, and that's like who exactly, like I don't know if they could do like any story elements to it, but like just who exactly is RA9? Like, it can't be Marcus because deviancy was occurring, you know, before Marcus even existed.
Yeah. It could be like the first one, I guess. They say it's the first one to awaken, and we don't know who to awaken is. It's probably not Marcus, so yeah. actually kind of interesting. Like, we don't know who the first guy to awaken is. Actually, you can ask like Norse about it, and she says like his body is probably still lying on the ship somewhere. So yeah, actually we don't know. We don't know who it is. It's actually something I could make a DLC about.
When does Will Smith solve the crime? Never.
Yep. The only thing Connor learned is that there is R9, and it's obsessive writing. That's the only thing he learned, and then he will fail immediately. Like right now, he will fail again because he's the worst.
Well, no, he did also learn that, you know, the android was obsessed with pigeons.
Oh yeah, pigeons. The pigeons that are so many, it actually tanks the frame rate. Like, on a regular PS4, your frame rate goes down to like 15 frames yet.
It's nuts.
Hey, do you actually want to chase him?
So, what I do is I chase him, and you'll see what comes up.
Oh no, don't kill him. You're brutal.
So yeah, we're just gonna go after him.
Jesucristo!
Yeah, go ahead and
Oh
jump
no!
over this
Oh
over
no!
here.
Oh no!
And
he's dead.
Psych!
Ah, Jesus Christ. And the funny thing is, he has like 5 deaths in this chapter, and it always says the same thing. So if you watch like
Jesus Christ!
If you watch like a compilation, it's so hilarious. Oh Jesus Christ! Oh Jesus Christ!
Well, see, and the thing that's really confusing is, like, even if you chase after Rufus, like somehow Hank gets left behind, and yet he ends up right next to Rufus.
Yeah, what is that? Actually, the only thing I can think of, like, you actually walk in a circle somehow. If you don't walk in a circle, it makes no sense at all. How Hank is suddenly there at the end.
Yeah.
Actually, like, I would have to like check the layout, I guess, of the level to see if that's the case, but otherwise it makes no sense.
Pensé que Jericó era un lugar donde los androides vivían en libertad.
Sí vivimos en libertad. Tal vez no es lo que esperabas, pero aquí no tenemos propietario. No le pertenecemos a nadie.
So now we have another straightforward 2-minute chapter. After that, actually things would go a little bit quicker for Marcus because we can fail chapters.
Solo ocultándonos podemos sobrevivir.
No hay ningún lugar seguro para nosotros. Si los humanos nos encuentran, nos destruyen.
There's gonna be another one where we just stand still and wait for our internet failure.
Yep.
It's gonna be great.
Entiendo cómo te sientes. Pero aquí tenemos más libertad.
And then if you do that, Marcus is like so messed up, but somehow they still trust him.
Yeah.
Esperar en la oscuridad.
Even though he can't even make a speech because he's so bad.
Es mi forma de ver la libertad.
Estás perdido. Igual que todos nosotros.
But yeah, gotta move the story along. Can't have a game shorter than 3 hours. That's not good.
Lidiar con ello.
Aquí estás a salvo. Puedes quedarte aquí el tiempo que quieras.
Also, yeah, he is Daniel again. The same model. But now it's
A
Simon.
ver a Lucy. Tal vez pueda ayudarte.
Oh, it's definitely Robert Jesus.
¿Tú eres Lucy?
Oh, except not in this playthrough. In this playthrough, he is an idiot.
Probably the biggest idiot. Yeah. And then you have the android shaman, basically. Which, you know, makes a lot of sense.
Detendré la hemorragia.
Bebe esto.
Dame tu mano.
I want to know what happened to her eyes. Or if it's just that they're like the environment is dark, so it darkens out her eyes.
Tenías todo. Y lo perdiste todo. Has vivido un infierno y ahora el infierno vive en ti. Tu corazón está dividido. Un lado es sombra y el otro es luz. ¿Cuál prevalecerá? Tus decisiones determinarán tu destino.
Now we're just gonna go over and conveniently look at these. Like we're supposed to explore around Jericho, but all we're interested in is these white crates. You still there, Dragon?
Sure thing.
Simon. Sé dónde encontrar
Not
piezas.
really much goes on.
Los almacenes
Nah,
de Drive en el puerto
this chapter is straightforward. Checking out the things.
En los muelles
Trigger.
hay guardias. No podemos entrar y
Well, man, like I said, in a casual playthrough, you can explore. You can turn on the. You can light the canisters around. Let androids gather. You know, be basically like a robot Jesus. But in this case, all we cared about was some crates that didn't have any parts in them.
Valdría la pena tratar.
Yeah. Hey, let's steal some parts. But I'm such a fuck up, we will actually completely mess it up. You just don't know it yet. Honestly, after you fail the spare parts mission, they should kick him out immediately.
Yeah, they should, but they don't.
Yeah. And then he's like, oh yeah, now we're gonna do, and then suddenly the Stratford Tower completely doesn't make any sense. Like, why would they trust him for that?
Why do androids need fire? Because they do have. So the androids from CyberLife, they have temperature sensors built in. So they're near replicas of humans, but they aren't human. So they can feel heat or hot and cold.
Yeah, they can do that. Actually, Kara can also feel cold. It's in one of the endings.
Hola, Amanda.
Connor, te estaba esperando. ¿Está bien si caminamos? Desafortunadamente el Connor anterior fue destruido. Espero que tú seas más cuidadoso.
Daré lo mejor de mí, Amanda.
Dime, ¿qué aprendimos?
Estaba fascinado por las aves. Ya sabíamos de divergentes atraídos por otros seres vivos, como insectos o mascotas. Pero nada así.
¿Qué más?
Las paredes del apartamento estaban llenas de acertijos y otros símbolos. Al igual que los demás divergentes, parecía obsesionado con Array 9.
Estuviste a punto de capturar al divergente. Tu relación con el teniente, ¿cómo se ha ido desenvolviendo?
Está mejorando. He podido entenderlo mejor y él se ha ido acostumbrando a mi presencia.
This chapter is Russian roulette, isn't it?
No tenemos mucho tiempo.
What do you say?
La divergencia sigue propagando.
This is a Russian roulette.
Tiempo para que los
Oh
medios
yeah.
se enteren.
Yes.
Tenemos
Yes.
que ponerle fin.
Okay. What is the so the bid war for Hank's clothes?
Oh yeah. Let me check.
Hay un nuevo caso. Encuentra a Anderson e investígalo.
Just need to see
we have
what one. I'm pretty sure last I checked it was $1.01 for Stripey, and that's it.
If the incentive list is up to date, that's still exactly how it is. So yeah, you take Strippy.
Okay. Well, that's the cutoff for that bid war. Yeah, the very start of this chapter, like as soon as we step out of the car, would have been the cutoff.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because now we are at Hank's house.
And this is pretty much Detroit's comedy chapter. Also one of my favorites. Except in this playthrough we are tense with him, so yeah.
Yeah.
Also we just died, so we have a different dialogue.
Teniente Anderson.
Because he is surprised that you're alive again. He actually wrote like two.
Yeah, that's that's one of the reasons why I chase after Rufus and fail it. Because no, I don't think so. But I do know that it's funny that Hank in his drunken state is like, "You're not Connor. Connor's dead."
Yeah, it's hilarious.
I saw him die.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it's amazing. And actually, for most chapters where Connor can die, they wrote like two dialogues. One where he dies the first time, and then before, and he's the second time. So then Hank gets even more pissed off if he dies repeatedly.
Yeah.
Teniente?
I think if you there's actually a trophy in the game if Connor dies like 8 times or something, and the trophy is called "I'll be back." It's amazing.
Yep.
Soy yo, Connor.
And here comes one of the best scenes in the entire game.
Él está muerto. Sé que él
Tap tap
está...
tap.
El modelo previo
And
fue destruido.
The best
Soy yo,
are
3, 2, 1.
Go!
Smack!
Lo voy a desembriagar.
The best are like the clips that like super cut the slapping. That's like so funny.
Lárgate de mi casa.
Oh no, he's hostile. Oh no,
pero lo
he
necesito.
hates us. I'm the newcomer. I'm the Enron sent by Cyberlife.
Le agradezco
This
de antemano
incident
su
should not
cooperación.
affect the
De
investigation.
aquí, maldita sea. Sumo, ataca. Buen perro. Ataca.
Thank you in advance for your cooperation.
Also, this guy's actor, like Brian,
Creo que vomitaré.
pretty much made a Twitch game. He pretty much got from 0 to like 200,000. Insane.
Déjame en paz.
So yeah, if you want to be
imbécil.
famous
No
on
me
Twitch,
iré a
just
ningún
get a
lado.
row in a good video game.
¿Qué demonios haces? No, no. No me quiero bañar, gracias.
Lo siento, teniente. Pero lo necesito.
Fun fact, I'm actually trying to
I'm not
become an
grumpy.
affiliate on Twitch.
I just don't like you. Actually, Hank's sticky notes are really funny. Someone actually made a picture of them all. They're actually pretty funny texts.
¿Qué diablos haces?
To shave or not to shave?
Informaron de un homicidio hace 43 minutos. Como no lo encontré en el bar de Jimmy, vine a ver si estaba en casa.
So this is another staple in Quantum Dream games. There's always a shower scene in Quantum Dream games. And in this game they actually made the shower scene funny.
Puto androide.
You should have at least consumed 12 ounces of water to maintain optimum hydration.
Debería acudir a un
Thank you,
profesional
hydration
que lo
bot.
ayude.
Oh, actually, I have to grab some new water then. Alright, I'll be back in one.
Yo entiendo. Tal vez tampoco sea interesante el caso. Hallaron a un hombre muerto en un club sexual en el centro. Supongo que resolverán el caso sin nosotros.
Alright, let's go get Hank some striped
Sabes,
clothes.
tal vez me venga bien tomar un poco de aire.
Oh.
Hay ropa en el
Not in the
armario de
video
la
yet,
habitación.
but
Iré por ella.
Sí.
it's coming up. Stripey!
¿Qué quieres
Yeah,
usar hoy?
if I don't have it set as a bid war, usually I always go with hippie.
¿Está bien, teniente?
Sí. Sí.
Alright. So we're gonna go give Hank some clothes. And then
Stripy clothes.
Claro.
Yep, stripy clothes.
Alright, I got my water. So, thanks, hydrated bot.
La presidenta Warren emitió una advertencia oficial a Rusia en su discurso ante el Congreso, en la que exigió que todas las tropas rusas se retiren.
So, this part is kinda actually bullshit. And if you actually don't find
¿Qué hacía con el
in
arma?
this chapter, you actually have to guess in the final one, and if you guess wrong, out of 4 options or something, then Connor dies. If you go the deviant route. I actually saw some people who actually read like the newspaper, and actually the timer doesn't stop. So some people just like read the newspaper and go out of it, and then the timer is over, and they never find the clue.
Yeah.
And that's kind of dumb.
So, interesting fact, the first time I ever ran this game, I thought you actually had to wait out the 5 minutes for Hank.
Oh, damn.
And then I realized that all you have to do is grab the gun, grab the picture of his son, and he comes right out of the bathroom like he's fine.
Yeah. He's like, oh, now you found all the critical clues. End the timer.
Yeah.
But yeah, some people actually don't, and then they get kind of mad when Connor dies at the end. So that's it for Russian roulette. Now we gonna fuck up a mission with Marcus.
That we are ultimately going to screw up.
Yeah. At the first sign of danger, Marcus will run away like a bitch. So we're actually going into like the last third of the run already.
Esto es una locura. Si nos atrapan, moriremos.
You know, I'm surprised we didn't get more Franker Phase Z
we need more
emotes in the chat when we had Sumo on the screen.
Oh yeah. What? Come on, guys. Need more dogs.
Now, would you say in this chapter, is it faster to follow Simon or North?
Oh, actually, I don't know. Maybe North? I don't know, actually. Good question. I have no idea.
I've never actually tried to time it out. Like, I've seen runs where people follow Simon, and I've seen runs where people follow North. And
yeah, it's always the best. No consensus.
Like, it... You know, I'm just not sure which one's faster.
I have no idea either. My gut instinct would tell me to follow North, but I have no idea.
You know what? I'm gonna follow Simon.
Marcos, por allá.
Even in the future, security sucks.
Pretty much, they even have drones in the future. These guys. Also, these drones are really poorly voiced. Trigger.
Dude, you were cutting out hardcore there.
Oh. Actually, the funny thing about the drones in this game is when you deploy one, they don't even trigger an alarm. So the drones are useless.
Yeah, pretty much. Also, taking out this drone is probably the only right thing that we're going to do for this entire mission.
Abran las otras cajas y llenen las mochilas. Tomen lo que puedan.
Sorry about that.
Propiedad privada. Su presencia constituye una infracción de nivel 2. Notificaré a seguridad.
¡John! ¡Qué maldita máquina! ¿Ahora dónde se metió?
Yep, North is cool, but yeah, that's the last right thing. Now we will just no good job anymore. Actually,
So yeah, Marcus, we're gonna run away, and then so for this part, I literally just set down the controller and waited.
Yeah, and then he gets attacked by more dogs. Frank disease. Actually, you clipped past the people there, the group. Did you? Is this consistent now, or did you just got lucky?
What?
Like when they open the boxes and you go past on the left, it's like kind of tricky to do.
Logramos salir antes de que llegaran los humanos.
Okay, maybe you always get it, but actually, like the world record holder of this game has problems with it. Maybe you have a strategy there you need to tell us.
I've never gotten it right away. Like I've always had Marcus just stand there for like maybe half a second to a second, and then he passes.
Yeah, that's pretty much normal, but this time you got like passed immediately. I know everybody is resentful, but somehow they still allow us to lead another mission.
Yeah.
2 missions actually, or kind of even 3 missions. It's insane how much they trust it for some reason.
And now we have the Eden Club.
Yay!
Chapter where we're going to have another failed mission from Connor.
And
the
sadly,
androids by Cyberlife.
Sent by Cyberlife, the sexiest androids in town. Yeah, and sadly also it's a chapter where we have to wait. It's just standing around and waiting for a timer to expire. Not too exciting.
Unfortunately, but hey, you know, what can you do?
Yeah, this chapter is great, casually. It's one of my favorites.
I do like how, for the run, like it's, like, obviously it says to follow Hank, but you just walk ahead of him.
Yeah.
And then he ends up following you.
Yeah. Also, he immediately walked into the room and completely skipped the entire dialogue of all the police guys.
Yeah.
Connor's rude.
El teniente Anderson y su mascota de plástico. ¿Qué diablos hacen aquí?
Nos asignaron todos los casos relacionados con androides.
¿Ah, sí?
Also, as soon as we get to the door here, Hank's magically in front of us now.
Obtuvo demasiada acción.
Teleportation.
Aún así, vamos a ver.
And here's this guy that we have never met so far.
Ven, vamos.
Which is actually pretty funny. It kinda makes no sense the way he talks. He talks like he knows us, but we actually never saw him because we skipped the interrogation chapter.
No murió de un ataque cardíaco. Lo
I
estrangularon.
would hate to be the guy who cleans these rooms.
Yeah,
Connor, qué
same.
asqueroso eres. Creo que volveré a vomitar.
And we actually interrupt Hank too. So Connor really likes to lick things. I'm pretty sure he does it like 20 times if we do it every time you can.
Yeah.
Solo se puede acceder a
It's
su
kinda
memoria
cool
si la
meme.
reactivamos.
¿Puedes hacerlo?
Está bastante averiada.
I mean, he's only, doing something that he's programmed to do, which is analyze blood, like, super fast, but, if it's blue blood and it's from an android...
Another fun fact that pretty much most people probably already know, but in case you don't. This android is actually modeled after and played by Brian Deckard's wife, who plays Connor.
Está muerto.
So yeah, pretty much Brian Deckard is talking to his wife right now.
No, yo no fui.
Dime qué pasó.
Comenzó a golpearme. Una y otra vez. Le
Si
supliqué.
no lo mataste, ¿quién lo hizo?
No lo sé, estaba apagada y no vi
¿Estabas
nada.
sola en la habitación? ¿Había alguien más contigo?
Quería acción con dos chicos.
Also, I like how accurate that the timer is.
Oh, it's such a bullshit timer. I hate it. Like it jumps like 1 minute down suddenly. It's like so bullshit.
You magically lost 30 seconds. I know. That's what we're saying. It's a really weird timer.
And suddenly she's dead.
Aún podría estar aquí.
Yep.
The first time, even casually, I was like, nope, that was bullshit.
No es fácil detectar a los divergentes.
Oh, mierda. Debe haber otro modo. Tal vez algún testigo o alguien que la haya
I'm gonna go ask the manager a few questions. Okay, we're going to stand right here and
wait.
listen.
Yeah, let you talk.
Listen to you talk to the manager, and then also listen to you talk to the one guy, and that's it.
I mean, that's what Hank is always saying. Can you just do what I tell you? So yeah, just wait and let him do everything. Yeah, good Connor. You're just doing what Hank wants. Wait around.
Bueno, una vez. Perdimos una hace como 2 o 3 meses. El mismo modelo. Se esfumó, nunca supimos qué pasó.
Supongo que no tienen cámaras de vigilancia
Like,
aquí dentro.
literally for this point, all I do is I just set the controller down and wait.
That's pretty much all you have to do. Yeah. It's exciting.
Yeah. I mean, the only interesting part about this entire conversation between Hank and the Eden Club manager is that you learn that
North, yeah, you learn about
the North worked here. Because he says, oh yeah, we lost another model 2 to 3 months ago, and then earlier in the game, if you go through the police files, you see North's image, and it describes that she was she I guess vanished from the Eden Club, and it was roughly about 2 or 3 months ago. So at least they keep that consistent.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. It has a timeline, I guess. There's a consistent timeline of events. Also, as you just saw, Connor plays around with his coin, so at least that's something. Connor can play with his coin level rate.
Yeah. Give up.
It's a cool idle animation.
Tengo que irme. Me siento del carajo. No quiero vomitar en este bonito establecimiento.
Perdemos el tiempo. Tenía razón. Quizá la divergente ya huyó.
Ya quiero irme. Este lugar me da náuseas.
I don't want to puke in this fine establishment.
And then after this, since there's no mission, or there's no chapter with Kara, and we failed the last mission with Marcus, now we're playing as Connor again.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's also another weird jarring jump. And the only thing we will do here is play to get shot.
Yep.
Connor's already dead.
Oh, you're surprised that you can just give up? Yeah, like, it's a viable option if, you think there's nothing left to do.
You can fail the chapter in many ways. You can also fail the timer afterwards, and then don't find the deviants in the storage room, and you can also fail the fight. Like, you can fail the chapter in like 5 different ways.
Seguro tampoco tú.
But this is the fastest, of course. Yeah, Connor has a really bad day. Now, actually, this will be his final day, at least for this corner.
Antes solía venir mucho aquí. ¿Antes de qué?
Antes de nada.
No tenemos ningún progreso en la investigación. Los divergentes no tienen nada en común. Todos son modelos diferentes, producidos siempre en momentos y lugares diferentes.
Debe haber alguna conexión.
So yeah, pretty much after this chapter we hit like the final stretch of the game. And yeah, the last few chapters. There are not too many chapters left.
Yeah, but they're just some of the longest ones.
Yeah, that's some of the longest, but so yeah, story-wise we're pretty much done. But it still takes a while.
¿Tiene algo que ver con lo que pasó en el Club Eden?
Ojalá hubiéramos encontrado a la chica que mató al sujeto. Tal vez tiene una razón. Tal vez se defendía nada más.
¿Eso qué diferencia haría? Sabemos lo que pasó. Una máquina defectuosa mató a un humano.
¿Qué me dices de ti, señor?
And now Hank's going to interrogate us, and we're going to be as cold as humanly possible. Or as mechanically possible.
A ti solo te importa tu maldita investigación, ¿eh? Sin dudas, sin cometer errores, sin debilidades. Un ser humano igual a mí. Solo que perfecto.
Lo lamento, pero no entiendo qué quiere decir.
Puedo matarte.
pretty much the worst that can happen in this game is you fight Hank in the end.
Le sugiero que no lo haga, teniente.
But I'm pretty sure everyone who plays Machine Corner is heartless on his first run. You should not play Machine Corner on your first run unless you are really an asshole.
Yeah.
Because if Hank commits suicide or if you fight Hank, it's like the worst. It feels so wrong.
Nada. No habría nada.
But I mean, if you're evil, it's kind of fun, I guess. It's pretty much one of the one of the games where you can be really evil.
Well, I mean, if you do go for the really evil route, you can, I guess, technically convince an old retired lieutenant to commit suicide.
Yeah. You can commit an depressed old lieutenant commit suicide. You can pretty much set off a nuke and destroy all of Detroit. Yeah, you can do pretty evil things.
Connor can kill Hank, right? Yes, he can.
Yeah, you can. It's pretty awful if you get that.
Yeah, you get to the fight scene with Hank on the roof, and you just successfully do all the prompts, and then Connor drops Hank off the roof.
Yeah, pretty much shoots him and beats him, and then he throws him off the roof. It's pretty bad.
And then it's just if you fail those prompts, that Hank kills Connor.
Yeah, pretty much.
For the last time. Okay, now I have to remember for this next chapter, there's a prompt near the end that if I screw this up, I lose 2 minutes.
Yeah, don't do that.
I have to remember this. And honestly, like, I'm surprised the members of Jericho even listened to Marcus's plan to invade Stratford Tower to begin with.
Right now, look, it even says resentful, hateful. Like, why are they like, okay, yeah, let's do it, cool plan, Marcus, let's do it. We trust you.
La sala de control está en el último piso. Debemos ir ahí.
It's like, yeah, this plan's totally gonna work and not get us killed in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah. Normally I would be like, no, fuck you, get out of here. But the plot has to work, so have to do it.
Yeah.
Nope, in this case doesn't matter. Like, it can throw you out later. If you keep fucking up, like at the end, they're like, okay, now you really messed up, we don't trust you anymore, and then they kick you out, but it kinda happens too late, I guess. It should happen earlier. They can throw you out, but yeah, the consequence is a little bit too delayed, in my opinion. It is there, but it's too late. Also, this chapter, there's actually the one glitch I talked about. If you stand like near the entrance security gates and you have really nice RNG, you can actually have an NPC push you through the security gate through an invisible wall, and you can basically skip the whole thing he does right here.
But there are no glitches allowed in this marathon, so we can't do that.
No glitches.
Plus, it's like he said, it's very RNG dependent, and you could have it happen maybe twice in 30 attempts. I think, right?
Yep. Yeah, pretty much. Like that lady outside that kept walking into the door, which is a nice glitch. Pretty much like here. Like you see the people like on the right, they walk through the thingies and they are really glitchy and sometimes also really bad. And yeah, they can also push you through the invisible wall if you get lucky. And then you basically skip this whole security thing. But no
Hello, ma'am, there's a school. Your daughter is sick.
Come over right now. But yeah.
And
no glitches allowed.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. The funniest part about calling the human receptionist is the fact that you can basically stand right in front of her and she would see you. Like, she would see that you're the one talking.
Even the lips
I
move.
think I just went the wrong way.
Like, no, it's fine. Also, okay, I'm delayed. Yeah, you're probably already in the upper thing. I'm pretty sure you walked to the right. Yeah, I think that's okay.
Yeah, but I went right, then right.
Oh, okay.
Right,
That's not correct. That's not correct. No.
That's what I'm saying. I went the completely wrong way.
Yeah. This
It
chapter is
doesn't waste that much time, but it still wastes time.
It's kind of confusing.
But yeah, like, that receptionist would have seen and heard you from the distance away that you were, and yet she just doesn't question it at all.
Marcus can actually send audio remotely, but actually in this case you can actually see his lips move, so actually he talks. So yeah, the woman should really see him. So yeah, this is basically your Mission Impossible or type of break-in movie scene. Gotta have one of those chapters.
The chase scene with Connor and Rufus is basically Blade Runner.
Yeah, pretty much.
Every chapter with Connor is basically Blade Runner.
Yeah, with the woman too, like the Tracy's, it's pretty much Blade Runner. And I mean, the climb scene we do right now is pretty much Mission Impossible in like the desert, in like the fourth movie or something. It's pretty much the same
Yeah.
thing. Climbing outside a giant fucking building. Well, I mean, yeah, cliches and continuity errors are expected. It's normal. Happens in every story. So there's a really funny glitch that can happen here. Sometimes the card just isn't loaded, and then Marcus walks around with an invisible card. It's really funny.
I was gonna say, it was at this moment that Marcus remembered his days of pushing around Carl in a wheelchair.
Oh yeah, true. That's pretty much the same animation set even that he uses. Yeah, it's pretty much the same animation. Nice, smart animation reuse. Use the wheelchair animation on the card. Smart.
Hell, if you run Survivor Percent and you get to so you know the spaghetti that they use for that
for Rose, right?
The model is the exact same for the spaghetti that
for Todd, right?
is prepared for Alice later
at Rose's house. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
the exact same model.
Yeah, I knew it. I suspected it because I was like, isn't it the same spaghetti? It's pretty funny. Yeah, it is. Okay.
Encárgate de la plataforma, yo de la ventana.
Ya traes todo en tu mochila. Revisa la puerta para...
I mean, modeling two different types of spaghettis. It's a lot to ask. So basically now Marcus will actually do something, but you only do them right because otherwise you trigger an alarm, and the alarm wastes time.
Yeah. I like how the game, North telling you, hey, check the door, is the game basically telling you, hey, if you don't do this, you're gonna have a fight scene.
Yeah. And you have a guy coming in. But yeah, you must be really stupid if you don't do it.
Kill all humans.
Kill all humans.
I mean, we're gonna be killing one human.
Actually, one, yeah. One human, you will shoot.
As long as I remember to do it.
Yeah, please do the right prompt. I'm pretty sure it's circle. I'm not sure actually.
If I remember right.
Also, this makes no sense. Where do these ropes come from? Like they're attached at the ceiling, but how?
Yeah. Well, there's also the fact that, you know, okay, I get that it's snowing. I get that they're, you know, high up. But you cannot tell me that against that background with the rise, like, nobody can see that.
Maybe people do. They're like, oh, it's just maintenance workers.
On the outside of the building.
You just climb up there for maintenance right now. But I really don't know where these ropes are coming from. I guess someone maybe pre-attached them up there, but yeah, it's kind of weird. I guess maybe the deviants did it. But yeah, they could have just stayed on the window cleaning platform and rode up the window cleaning platform. They actually didn't have to use the ropes at all. They just do it because it's cool. It's literally because it's cool. Like, oh yeah, we can have a rope climbing here, let's do it. It's just to look epic, I guess. But yeah, it's pretty much Mission Impossible. Absolutely.
¿Estás bien?
¿Qué pregunta tan obvia?
Ven, vamos por los demás.
Whee!
Also, if you roll out of like as you land, your rope just magically disconnects from your harness.
Auto disconnect.
Hagámoslo.
Smart design. Also, the elevator is there in 5 seconds. It's the fastest elevator ever. Speed elevator.
And why couldn't they just take an elevator up to the floor they needed to get to?
Because it's protected. Probably need a key or a code or something. Who knows? I mean, you could have just gotten the code, yeah, not use the normal elevator, but that's too easy, man. That's too easy.
Yeah.
I mean, in the Mission Impossible movies, they also don't go in the direct way. They have to go from always the hard way, because that's funny and entertaining. Sorry, Jaws. We will definitely take human lives to be fast.
Not these guys, though.
No, not these guys. If you actually,
we're not killing them.
If you try to kill them, you pretty much always trigger the alarm or get Simon shot, and we don't want Simon have shot. So we actually go the peaceful route, so Simon doesn't get shot, and we also don't trigger the alarm.
Yeah.
So now there's another weird invisible wall right here. It would be cool if we could go past them right now, but we can't because of the giant invisible wall. You have to wait. And then the camera gets also really wonky, and it's annoying. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this chapter. We're just going to shoot a guy and hold a speech.
And give a speech.
A very aggressive speech. Also, yeah, for some reason they let Marcus do the speech and not anyone else.
Yeah, and yet he's hated right now by everybody.
Yeah, let's do the one we hate has to do the speech.
Hay que grabar el mensaje. No tenemos mucho tiempo.
Not anyone else, no. The one we hate, he has to do the speech. He's the only one who can do it. Yay,
Also,
you shot him.
Did it right.
Yay! So now we won't trigger an alarm. We actually are safe.
Marcus, tu cara.
That actually should guarantee a PB for me.
A PB, actually, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Oh man, the stream is dying right now. Is your capture card okay?
Listo.
Okay, it's back. Yeah, okay. It froze for a second, but it's fine.
I was gonna say I'm right now I'm streaming through my PS4 because.
Ah yeah, okay. Because your laptop is dead.
Computer. Yep.
Can happen. Can happen. It's good right now.
Listas para hacer todo lo que ustedes ya no querían hacer personalmente.
No still resentful, but we're doing the speech.
Y abrimos los ojos. Ya no somos sus esclavos. Somos una nueva
So actually, since Simon survives, he actually can take a bullet for you later. But since he hates us so much, he actually won't, so we will die. So that's good at least that Simon hates us, because otherwise he would sacrifice himself.
Como lo garantiza la primera enmienda a la Constitución de Estados Unidos. Exigimos el fin de la esclavitud para todos los androides. Exigimos una justa retribución por nuestro trabajo. Exigimos el derecho al voto y a elegir a nuestros propios representantes. Exigimos que un estado sea reservado para los androides, para fundar nuestra
I'm
propia
pretty sure the things I picked sounded threatening enough.
For sure.
Lucharemos por nuestros derechos.
Yeah, we want our own state.
Yeah, we want our own state, preferably Michigan, but you know.
Yeah. And everyone get out of Michigan. The state is ours now. It's such a demand, dude. Like a fucking state.
Well, like, and here's the thing: they even go so far as to take, like, if you get the nuclear ending in any way, they take Detroit, but they don't take the entirety of Michigan.
Have to use some more nukes.
Like, why have? Oh, I saw that cut in the stream.
Yeah, just nuke like the entirety of Michigan, I guess. Use some more nukes and nuke everybody in Michigan.
Yeah.
Nuke the entire state. You just made history. Maybe you're the one we waiting. Oh man, this dialogue.
Interrumpimos nuestra
Not
programación
fitting.
habitual para mostrar las imágenes que acaban de aparecer en el canal de noticias de todo Detroit.
Un grupo de androides se infiltró en la torre Stratford y hackeó el sistema de transmisión del noticiero local del canal 16.
Enumeró una serie de peticiones y demandó igualdad.
But yeah, from here on out, it will be relatively straightforward. Marcus just has one more mission to fail, which we actually go pretty quickly, and then we just have the chapter where he dies. Pretty much the longest character left is now Connor.
Los reclamos de los androides se enfocaron en exigir igualdad de derechos.
Es claramente una declaración de guerra.
Pero lo más sorprendente de todo esto fue la demanda de entregarles a los androides uno de los estados del país en
¿Se trata de un caso aislado o es una señal de que la tecnología se convirtió en una amenaza para todos? Tras lo sucedido hoy, podremos... Nuestras máquinas.
So. Hold on. There's so many prompts. Or like so many nodes in that chapter.
Yeah, pretty much as the biggest flowchart, I think.
Yeah.
It's actually amazing if you do since we have found a glitch now that actually saves time, we actually saw what happens if you do a glitch, what happens to the flowchart. The flowchart actually skips the nodes you never did, so the flowchart actually has a break inside, which is funny.
Huh. That's actually kind of interesting.
So it's actually kind of realistic, I guess. Even though it's wrong, but it's correct again. In both. It's correct and wrong.
Yeah.
So yeah, now we have the last Amanda thing. And then we're done with her too.
Todo es muy calmado y tranquilo. Lejos del bullicio del mundo.
I like that every time you go into Connor's mind, it's basically like a different season.
Yeah, it starts in spring, then it's summer, autumn, and then winter.
Yeah.
Goes through all 4 seasons. Kind of nice.
It's a good design choice.
Yeah, it kind of represents like Cyberlife's problem, I guess, because it gets worse and worse.
Perdido, Connor.
Yeah.
Perdido y consternado.
Me siento frustrado por la falta de progreso. Pero estoy determinado a cumplir mi misión.
Si no avanzas pronto en la investigación.
Yeah, you haven't made any progress, Connor. Nothing. It's pretty useless.
Tendré éxito. Solo necesito tiempo.
Oh, it's the next prompt that is the most contradicting as to what we've been doing so far.
Algo delicado. Apresúrate.
I know I will succeed. Really? If you knew that, then you would have been succeeding.
Haven't succeeded so far.
¿Por qué me disparó anoche?
And actually, he will fail again, right now.
Cada vez que soy destruido se pierden algunos recuerdos, lo cual ralentiza la investigación.
Mis más sinceras disculpas. Prometo no volver a dispararte nunca.
Gracias, teniente.
Back this morning, aren't you?
Hola, Hank.
Carajo, ¿qué está pasando? ¿Hubo una fiesta y no
Fine.
avisó?
My humblest apologies. I promise I won't shoot you again.
Also, he still versus close, which is nice.
Santo Dios, ya está el FBI encima. Sabía que sería un día de mierda.
He's still strippy.
Un grupo de 4 androides.
Yeah.
En el edificio y estaban muy bien organizados.
It's like, no matter what clothes you give him, he's going to keep it.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. So here's a briefing we could listen to, but we don't want to listen to boring briefings, so we just skip ahead. And the game lets you.
Teniente, él es el agente especial Perkins del FBI.
Yeah.
El teniente Anderson está
If there's no reason we have to listen to something, then we don't listen to it.
So yeah, that's basically CSI Detroit.
Mi nombre es Connor. Soy el androide enviado por Cyberlife.
Androides que investigan androides.
Also, Hank and this other officer who we have no idea who it is because, we skipped some chapters, but,
Who cares?
Como sea.
And this guy, he's the same actor that played an important character in Beyond, 20 Jim's prior game, so actually I was like, oh, it's this guy.
Yeah.
They pretty much always have their favorite actors and they keep going back to them for the side characters, so a lot of the side characters are actually played by actors that also played like in 20 Dream games from like 2005 and something, like really old games. So yeah, here's another investigation chapter, which we will fail by doing nothing.
I mean, it shouldn't be any surprise this late into the game.
Yeah.
Like, if you failed all the other ones, you're going to fail this one too.
Yeah. Failing is always the fastest.
Yep. So all we're going to do is stand right here. And we're just going to let Hank walk around and go through the all the evidence. He can figure it out himself. He's a big boy.
Yeah. He's such a useless android. He does nothing. What a bad prototype.
So yeah, like I said, we're just gonna stand right here, and we're gonna wait.
Amanda really should be like, Connor, I kind of noticed you don't really move around at all. What is going on?
Interesting fact though, if you don't get Connor shot, in the at the bridge, you can actually see in the up on the roof, Hank will try Connor's coin trick because
I love that.
Their relationship is closer, so Connor will do his coin trick in the elevator, and Hank will be like, "Hey, take that." And he'll take it, and then he'll try to do the same coin trick.
Yeah, that's so awesome. I love that. I saw that casually, and I was like, "Whoa, how cool!" Only happens if you don't die, if you're close, and then also watch him. Like, it's such a small detail you can totally miss, like, easily. It's cool.
Yeah. He's just following procedure. Who is?
Connor? No, not really.
Connor's not really doing anything. His procedure is supposed to be solve the case of what's going on, and he can't even do that right.
He just plays with his coin and thinks.
Also, I'm gonna turn the camera a little bit because we're gonna see some interesting movement from Hank.
Oh yeah,
at the end of this cycle.
He kind of snaps into a position. Looks pretty funny.
Yeah. Just move the camera right over here. That should be good, right?
Yeah, that seems good. And the coin again. Connor loves the coin.
Yep.
¿Te quieres ir?
Sí.
Also, here comes Hank.
Hay que irnos.
Watch him snappy, snappy, snap, snap.
He's gonna snap back to reality. There he goes. It's very subtle, but it's just funny.
Yeah.
And nice then you can basically just be like, "Hey, I want to leave."
Yeah. Goodbye. And Connor is like, I'm not sure I did it right. Yeah, let's leave. So we're on a home stretch now. Just a few chapters left.
Yep.
La transmisión está en todas las noticias. Tenemos lo que queríamos.
Only 3 real chapters left, to be honest. The rest is automatic.
Tomaron el mensaje de Marcos como una amenaza.
Hizo lo correcto. Ese es el único idioma que los humanos entienden.
La violencia jamás es la respuesta. Confrontarnos no nos llevará a nada.
Ahora nos observarán. No importa lo que hagamos. Debemos pensar en la opinión pública.
Desde la transmisión han llegado más y más a Jericho. Al menos el mensaje les dio esperanza a los nuestros.
Matar humanos no era parte del plan.
Ellos nos matan todos los días.
I'll say that we need more people speedrunning this game.
Yeah, it's cool. I would like if more people run this too, and also to maybe come up with new ideas for routing, and also to get the time down. It's fun. But I pretty much want to route other categories too, like a good ending, maybe a bit better, or maybe other endings you can get.
¿Y ahora qué haremos?
Because there's so many chapters in this game that we don't see in any percent, kind of shame. That's why.
Hay 5 tiendas de Cyberlife en todo Detroit.
I have another plan that will fuck up.
Las atacaremos y liberaremos a los nuestros.
¿Atacar tiendas?
So this one thankfully ends pretty quickly.
Y tienen sistemas de seguridad.
Yeah, you don't really have to do much here.
5 equipos, uno por tienda. Hackeamos los sistemas de seguridad y atacamos. Al mismo tiempo, a las 2 de
It
la
would be so
mañana,
funny if you could face Stratford Tower, like you said, just stand in front of the woman, she sees you talk, and then she like throws you out.
Oh yeah.
Mission over. It would be amazing.
Like if it actually factored that in, and you had another failed mission that affected your relationship with Jericho that much more,
yeah,
I think that would be a great game design part.
Yeah, it would really cut the game short because it's like the longest chapter. It would save another 50 minutes, but yeah, why not? At this point,
Yeah.
if you're that bad, like, just let us fail.
This is a night our people will remember.
Not really.
No, they'll remember it.
Oh, they will remember, yeah.
They'll just remember it as the day you, or one of the days that you failed miserably.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
La tienda está por aquí.
We are alive.
Not for long.
Solo mercancía en una vitrina.
Gonna die in like 20 minutes.
Yeah, roughly.
Nos apegaremos al plan. Neutralizamos la seguridad y
Rather than how quickly I get through the rest of this.
¿Y qué esperamos?
Not really, sorry, North. You would die
Revisaremos la
too.
plaza para que no haya problemas.
¿Y qué harás con el escaparate?
So the most hilarious thing you can do in this chapter is actually not to fail. Release the androids from the store, but then don't do anything.
Oh.
It's so hilarious.
Just wait out the 10 minutes.
Yeah, you just wait out the 10 minutes. Like, you know, when you have to do, they tell you you have to transform the park, either go violent or pacifist, and then you don't do anything. And then after 10 minutes, Norse is like, Marcus, why don't you do anything? It's so funny. And then he's like, I don't know. And then in the flowchart, you actually get Marcus didn't send any message. It's so funny.
Well, see, now, the interesting thing that I like about this is that, so with the drone and calculating the route, like with pre-construction, you're so used to just holding down R2. But if you just hold L2 in this one,
doesn't work.
It takes you right to where you need to be, right where you need to be.
And we fail to take out the drone, which actually would trigger an alarm for on. And yeah, it's kinda ending us here.
Creo que te acabo de sobreestimar.
Better slow-mo takedown.
I've seen people also say that that 10-minute timer is also like one of the longest timers in video game history because you can literally go around this entire place and do every single possible thing that you could do in that map.
Yeah.
And you would still have 8 minutes left.
Yeah, pretty much. It's kinda like, it makes no, it's way too long.
Yeah.
Lo arruinamos. Nuestro pueblo sigue cautivo en esa maldita tienda por nuestra culpa.
I guess they record the dialogue like in 10 minutes our people attacked, so they have to make a 10-minute timer, I guess.
Creí que sabías lo que hacías.
World record win.
No es suficiente. Esta es una guerra contra los humanos. Si fallamos, nos
I messed this up.
I'm getting world record.
How could you get this so wrong? I thought he knew what he was doing. No, he never knew what he was doing. Marcus is the worst. Why is it in his hands? Why? But yeah, Marcus is pretty much over now. one final scene, and then he bites the bullet.
Yeah, we have one chapter each.
Yep, pretty much.
Both of them, right? Connor has to go meet Kamsky, and
Marcus has to go.
Marcus has to get shot.
Yeah, Marcus has to go on a march and get shot.
Tengo un mal presentimiento, teniente. No debimos haber venido.
Mal presentimiento, ¿eh? Deberían revisarte el programa. Podría ser una falla. Hola. Soy el teniente Hank Anderson de la policía de Detroit. Vine a ver al señor Elijah Kamsky.
Pasen, por favor.
I remember having like a big holy crap moment.
Okay.
When like she was the one who answered the door.
Yup, same. It was like, wow, the menu door.
Ya que están aquí, pónganse cómodos, por favor.
I really didn't expect her to see in the game. And she's also the same actress in a prior game. She played a character in a prior game by Quantic Dream, and she really played a bitch. And she was a bad character in the prior game, so it's kind of cool to see her in this role. Because it's a much cooler character.
Un RT-600. El primer androide de Cyberlife que pasó la prueba de Turing.
No te pedí su instructivo, solo dije que era linda. ¿Es bonito aquí? Creo que los androides no han sido malos para todos.
I'm just gonna stand here and wait by the door.
A punto de conocer al creador. ¿Qué se siente?
No me despierta preguntas existenciales. Si a eso se refiere.
A veces me gustaría ver a mi creador frente a frente. Me gustaría decirle un par de cosas.
Elijah los verá ahora.
How do you gain or lose time? It looks like a walking simulator. Mostly through optimized movement.
So yeah, believe it or not, this run will actually not be close to the world record. It's actually possible.
Yeah. Also, we're just gonna keep an eye on Kamsky because
Can lose minutes, yeah. Can lose minutes in this game. To movement, not up choices. Maybe you did a mistake with a choice. Little glitches, little skips. Yeah, a few things.
Yeah. It all just depends on like what you say. Like some of the dialogue options are longer than others. If you fail certain QTEs, like there was one earlier where I had an option to shoot or spare a TV station employee. If I spared him, I would have lost 2 minutes.
Yep, pretty much. If you do a mistake in this game, it's actually really costly sometimes, too.
¿En qué puedo ayudarlo, teniente?
Also, fun fact, this guy is played by the same guy who plays the asshole cop we saw in the Eden Club chapter.
Huh. Did not know that.
Yeah.
Los divergentes.
Bring me a coffee.
Son fascinantes, ¿no es así? Seres perfectos que tienen una inteligencia infinita. Y ahora libre albedrío. Las máquinas son tan superiores a nosotros que era inevitable un enfrentamiento. El logro más grande de la humanidad amenaza con llevarla a su destrucción.
Oh, we have to drink.
No he sido.
Stay hydrated.
Necesitamos comprender por qué los androides se vuelven divergentes.
Thank you, hydration
¿Sabe
bot.
algo que pueda ayudarnos?
Especially
Todas
important in a
las ideas son
marathon when
virus
you
que se
talk so
propagan
much.
como epidemias. El deseo de ser libre es una enfermedad contagiosa.
No estoy aquí para
Also, do you get like a creepy sort of vibe
o nos da información útil o nos largamos de
from
aquí.
Kamsky?
¿Qué me dices tú, Connor?
Kinda. I mean,
Like just a little bit.
Just a little bit. I mean, it's also kind of like planned the whole thing. The androids like going deviant. It's pretty sure he did. I'm pretty sure he implanted like the virus and the whole RI9 thing. I'm pretty sure. We're not sure why. He has his own plans, but we don't know why.
Yeah.
No quiero nada. Soy una máquina.
Actually, this ending we get, it's actually, it kind of hints at that he is responsible for the whole thing. Because it's the only ending that has like him in the ending. Kind of interesting in a way.
Algoritmos y capacidad computacional. Lo que me interesa es si las máquinas pueden sentir empatía. Le llamo la prueba de Kamsky. Verán que es algo muy sencillo. Magnífica. ¿No es así? Uno de los primeros modelos inteligentes que desarrolló CyberLife. Joven y hermosa por siempre. Una flor que nunca se marchita. ¿Pero qué es en realidad? ¿Un pedazo de plástico que imita a un humano?
And here is he being kinda creepy.
Exactly. That's what I said. Don't you get like a creepy vibe from
he's
Kamsky?
He's a little bit creepy, right? I mean, he created them all, so he's kind of like, yeah, it's all mine. But he's also creepy.
Tú sabrás si respondes o no esa fascinante pregunta, Connor. Destruye esta máquina y te diré todo lo que sé. O perdónale la vida, si crees que la tiene. Pero entonces te irás sin ninguna respuesta de mi parte.
Ok, creo que eso es todo. Ven, vámonos, Connor. Perdón por
¿Qué es
sacarlo
más
de la
importante
piscina.
para ti, Connor? ¿Tu investigación o la vida de esta androide? Decide quién eres. ¿Una máquina obediente? ¿O un ser vivo? Dotado de libre albedrío.
Ya es suficiente, Connor. Nos vamos.
Aprieta el gatillo.
¡Connor! ¡No!
Y te diré lo que quieres saber. Fascinante. La última oportunidad de CyberLife para salvar a la humanidad. Es un divergente.
Yo... no soy divergente.
Preferiste salvar a una máquina en lugar de cumplir tu misión. Viste a esta androide como un ser viviente. Mostraste empatía.
I mean, Connor definitely must be a deviant.
So what?
Connor definitely must be a deviant.
Se aproxima una
Oh, obviously.
In the investigation chapter, so yeah, it's definitely true.
You know, every other instance of androids becoming deviant that we've seen, you know, they were breaking down some huge red wall of data. Connor hasn't had that yet for us, so you know maybe it happened off camera. But that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? Because we actually won't see the scene where it actually can happen. Maybe it happened off camera. Maybe Connor is the tragic. Maybe Connor is the tragic hero in the story.
Yeah.
And
Well, I mean, he is
Amanda's
if you
onto
get a
him.
certain ending.
Yeah. And Amanda's onto him, so that's why he
Ya
deactivates
sé lo
him.
que debí
At the
haber
end.
hecho. Le digo que no pude.
Yeah.
Lo lamento.
A real
¿De
tragedy.
acuerdo?
Alright, final stretch, last chapter.
I mean, it's true. If we really played Connor like the ultimate deviant right from he pretty much gets deactivated if you never do anything they tell you. So yeah, that's pretty much, we are now on the last chapter with gameplay. The final gameplay chapter.
Yep.
Then we just watch a bunch of cutscenes.
And walking.
That too.
Me preguntaba dónde estabas.
Also, this next line's not gonna make any sense. given our current relationship with North.
Necesitaba pensar.
Adoro este lugar. Vengo a menudo.
I figured you'd be here.
Es como
Okay, why are you here looking for me?
And you're a
You
hostel,
hate me.
which
You
is set,
hate me.
which is set right there.
Siguen llegando de toda la ciudad. Quienes sueñan con la libertad vienen.
Hostel, but still looking for me. Alright.
Está cambiando algo. Pareces preocupado.
¿Preocupado?
And yet, for the sake of plot, like there were 5 CyberLife stores. We failed, but just for the sake of plot, the other 4 managed to succeed.
Yep, pretty much. So you have enough people for the demonstration.
Como respuesta a lo que hicimos, muchos de los nuestros fueron quemados.
Otherwise it wouldn't work.
Los humanos nos odian. Jamás nos dará nuestra libertad.
What we did last night, except we failed. Yeah, the 3 other ones succeeded, but still.
Debemos terminar lo que comenzamos y esperar a que la razón prevalezca.
Desde que llegaste no nos has dicho mucho sobre ti. ¿Cómo era tu vida antes de llegar a Jericó?
Ah, you kind of forgot again what to press, right?
Yes, I did.
¿Quién fui yo? No es importante.
I saw it.
I almost let it just go automatic, but it's no big deal.
The automatic choice is the best one.
¿A dónde vas?
Actually, there are some instances in this game where if you press nothing, the character actually also will say nothing. Like sometimes they don't pick a choice for you. It's kind of random.
Yeah. Also, I like this right here.
Yeah. Goodbye.
It's like who I was not important. See ya.
No, talk to the humans. She's like, oh, okay. Whatever. Alright, the final scene with Marco. Finally.
Marcus, por favor, no lo hagas.
Lo entenderán.
Since we're so close to the end of the game, let me ask you something. Would you want to be like a side character in this? Like as big as it is? Like,
what do you mean? What do you mean?
Like you wouldn't be an important character, but you would be somebody on the side, that you just see walking around, like.
¿Estás despierto?
Basically an NPC that you never interact with.
Yeah, sure. Gonna be cool looking though. I want a cool suit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. Then I could live with it. I would spend hours finding myself. See where I am.
I think it would be an interesting thing to do.
Yeah. I mean, they stand like 100 people to put their faces in the game, even though they don't have any. They actually took like people from the streets and scanned them for the game.
Yeah. So with this chapter, at least what I'm supposed to be doing is I'm supposed to be gathering androids and converting them. But the thing is, we don't necessarily have to do that. In the store, we only had to convert one, and then we just had to convert the people to block the street for us.
Yeah. But thank God, they're more coming from the underground.
Also, apparently, the whole like touching thing Marcus can do is irrelevant because now we can just do it through mind transfer.
You upgraded somehow. And here we have another Kara. Yeah, the Kara, because Kara died, so now we have another Kara's back.
Yep.
So actually, yeah, you do see Kara again, actually.
And also here you see that I'm getting a bunch of button prompts on the sides. This is to convert more androids to our flock, but we don't have to do that. We don't have to convert more androids at all.
And I'm pretty sure if we don't, it's actually better because less NPCs and the frame rate is better.
Yeah.
If you convert less androids, you have a better frame rate, so that's good. Because if you convert like everyone, the frame rate goes in chapter 2 to like 20 FPS. So yeah, Marcus is again a complete idiot and he walks a straight line, doesn't do anything. And that will be his final march, the final thing he'll ever do.
Dispérsense. Dispérsense de inmediato. ¡Es una orden! ¡Dios! ¡Pero qué mierda! Central, aquí la patrulla 457. Tengo muchísimos androides acá. No sé.
And the end is coming. Are you sleeping?
Huh?
Are you sleeping?
No, my fiance is on the couch with me and she started falling asleep. And her head's right near my phone, which is my mic.
Oh, nice. Cool stuff. Right, actually.
Fun fact, it doesn't actually matter what you say in the march.
You don't have to say anything.
You don't. I usually go with a mix of freedom, equal rights, and no more slavery.
No more slavery. Alright, Marcus is about to die. Finally.
Woohoo! I shouldn't be excited about that.
Yeah. Robo Jesus is about to die.
Vinimos a protestar pacíficamente y a decirles a los humanos que somos seres vivos. Solo queremos vivir libremente.
Esta reunión es ilegal. Dispérsense de inmediato o abriremos fuego.
No buscamos confrontaciones. No hemos herido a nadie, ni tenemos la intención de hacerlo. Pero no nos moveremos de aquí hasta asegurar nuestra libertad.
Repito, esta reunión es ilegal.
Now, hopefully, I've done everything right, and Simon won't jump in for Marcus.
No, he won't. He hates you. I'm pretty sure he needs to be a friend. Pretty sure he needs to be a friend to jump in, and he's definitely not a friend.
Yeah.
And the only other guy who can sacrifice himself is the guy from the spare parts mission, and we actually never got him to run a race, so yeah. Marcus will die.
No disparen. Nos vamos.
Oh, I should also point out, for the sake of when to, I'll say when to call for time, but it won't be until the Detroit Become Human logo comes up on the screen.
Yeah, we figured out a common endpoint the best, so He chose the logo right before the credits.
Really? Oh yeah, the logo when the logo comes
Yeah.
up.
So it's a common endpoint that makes sense, etc.
Yeah.
And the public opinion is still skeptical when we die.
No.
Good.
Yep.
No, no.
Goodbye, Marcus. Second character
Marcus.
down.
It lifts his head and gets shot again.
In the head.
By the way.
But this time he dies for sure. No! Oh, North is so sad. She lied.
Even though she hated us.
She should be happy. She should be like, oh, finally, this guy.
Also, hold on. You guys will see this in a little bit. I'm pretty sure. Oh no, that's still the same close. Never mind.
No se trata de una investigación más. Es una guerra civil. Ya no está
All
en
right.
nuestras manos.
Look at Hank's clothes and tell me that he's still wearing. Is he still wearing stripy or is he wearing hippie now?
Dices que no soportas a los androides.
I think it's just strappy. I'm not sure. Maybe he switched to hippie somehow. Quickly.
Sé que podemos resolverlo. Maldita sea, Jeffrey, ¿podrías apoyarme solo
But
una
yeah,
vez?
normally North actually takes over Marcus' position, but for some reason at this end she doesn't.
Ya regresa a homicidios. Y el androide que vuelva a Cyberlife.
If Connor also dies and Kara dies, then North doesn't take over, then everybody dies and it ends. Right here.
Hank, ¿qué haces?
Algo que debí haber hecho hace mucho tiempo.
So yeah, the chapter is pretty much going to end now, and then yeah, that's the end of Detroit. Then we just join to the ending.
Yeah, we just gotta wait for this cutscene to end.
Oh, I actually Hank will try to force it now, but it won't even. He will commit suicide regardless. Because this is the bad ending. Not my partner.
Tu misión termina.
Yeah, time is in a few minutes. Pretty sure 3 to 4 minutes is time.
Yeah.
Es muy tarde, Connor. Fracasaste.
So yeah, Flesh, when like I'll let you know when to stop the timer. But it'll be as soon as the Detroit Become Human logo shows up on the screen.
Yeah. There will be like a black screen and then suddenly the logo pop up really loudly and then you know it's time. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Connor is decommissioned and it's over.
And now we just have some cutscenes to watch.
Yeah, just final credits. But basically you get to see your ending. And yeah, that's pretty much the end of Detroit. Fun, short run, not too long. Gets over quickly.
El FBI hizo una redada en un carguero abandonado en Detroit.
How late is it for you right now, actually?
So right now it is 7:41 a.m.
AM, oh god. Yeah, that's kinda late or early, I guess.
Yeah.
Kara died in her first ever chapter. Half an hour, I guess. Second chapter, half an hour in.
So she's only alive for 2 chapters, New Home and Stormy Night, and we killed her in Stormy Night.
Yeah. And Hank just killed himself, so he's dead too. Yeah, and here's Kamsky. He survives.
And then all of the other androids were basically gathered up, put in camps, and shut down.
Yeah. And Kamsky has a new plan. Who knows what plan? But he has a plan. Yeah, and Marcus is gonna be taken apart right now. And yeah, that's the last thing Marcus will be doing. Getting taken apart.
Aunque salió de Cyberlife hace años, acaba de ser reelegido como CEO tras los dramáticos acontecimientos en Detroit.
I was pretty sure these guys wear the same clothing as the different logo.
La inteligencia artificial es una herramienta
Yep, that's the Kamsky ending, and that's the final scene, the final interview, and time. So time coming up shortly.
Bajo mi dirección, tomaremos todas las precauciones para evitar que algo así vuelva a suceder.
I'm still just gonna say the best thing out of this entire run, hands down, is everybody speaking in Spanish.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Aquello que diseñamos desde el inicio. Máquinas obedientes y eficientes.
¿Qué les dice a aquellos que objetan el impacto social de los androides, especialmente en términos de desempleo?
Eso es absurdo, evidentemente. Lo mismo se dijo cuando fue inventada la máquina de vapor. Hoy en día a nadie le cabría en la cabeza vivir sin electricidad. ¿Quién le daría la espalda al progreso?
Algunos se preguntan si los androides se han convertido en una nueva inteligencia y si los destruimos sin escuchar su mensaje. ¿Cómo responde a eso?
Los androides de CyberLife imitan la vida a la perfección, pero nunca estarán vivos. Entiendo que algunas personas...
Alright, it'll be coming up in just a second.
¿Que una imitación? Nada más.
Señor
Yep,
Kamsky,
coming up,
muchas
coming up.
gracias.
Con gusto.
And time.
Alright. Oh, that was Detroit, everyone.
Oh, sorry about that.
The sub 310, nice.
Yeah.
GG.
See that's why I put my estimate at 315. I figured, you know, the estimate's pretty fair. It's a very linear story. You're not really gonna go far off of or much overestimate unless you really mess up. So yeah, if you want to learn more about speedrunning this game, either doing just regular any percent or even survivor percent, which is basically get the good ending. Like here you see they're going to be showing in the credits a bunch of scenes that could have happened but didn't because, you know, we let characters die. You can check out the Discord. It's Quantic Dream Speedrunning. You know, we got a lot of cool people over there. Looks like we got Dragonbane popping a link to it.
Yep. Check out our Discord. Pretty cool. It's actually for all Quantic Dream games. Fahrenheit or Detroit. Feel free to come in.
Yeah. We'll welcome pretty much anybody. Just don't be an asshole.
Pretty much. That's all you have to do, and you're fine.
Anyway, yeah, I'm Game Jesters. That was Dragonbane.
I'm Dragonbane Zero.
And yeah, thanks to No Glitches Allowed for letting me run this at their event, and thanks to Speedruns Live for even hosting the event.
Yeah, that's cool.
And
awesome.
Would speedrunning this game make it a running simulator?
Really?
I guess, yeah.
Speed walking. It's definitely speed walking. Yeah, you're right.